Thunar.
I
Pulling my
appreciate.
hair.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the lovely sentiment that I might have a family, and that I might have parents, and that I might have a sister, and that I might have anything going for me here. But
You do.
that's why I left, is that I don't.
Thunar.
So,
Thunar.
I think
do
the
you
least we
you're-
could do. I think the least that we could do is give these two nice people who have been working their entire life a good, fun 5 days, and make them not work, but make them have fun.
Yeah, it'd be
Thunar,
like
do
bring
you
your
think-
kid to work day.
Thunar, do you think you're a
I'm gonna-
virgin
I'm gonna
birth?
step up to you, look up to your face, like right in front of you, because you are my best friend, but you are also the biggest idiot I've ever known.
So true. Phelan, go off.
Ah,
Get him.
but you think I'm the biggest?
But if this is the way that you're gonna, if you want to think, then okay, I can't convince you otherwise.
I can. Go do it.
Out of the side
Wait,
of
we
my
have
I
suggestions?
literally can't convince him. So, well, let's go with your idea. Let's not put a heavy load on them.
Yeah, dude, let's have fun. Let's what are typical game? Can I look? Are people playing games? Like, are kids playing in the street? Like, what's going on?
So we're in the stables right now.
Yeah, so looking
we
around,
left everything.
Yeah, so you left the obviously, like, as this whole conversation's been happening, you left the estate and got to the mainland. Not say mainland, to like kind of more inside the tribe, because the manor was on the outskirts. I'll say as you kind of get back into your car and start trotting down with like your Roland, I'll say Karu was driving as y'all were talking in the back or whatever. The roads around you kind of like become very like nicely paved, and it kind of almost creates like a divot in the road. So you have like the road, and then it kind of goes up, and then have the buildings on the side. And looking around, you see many things to do. You've kind of reached near the tribe center, and like there's taverns, there's game houses, there's gambling, casinos, if you could call it, like, they wouldn't be called casinos, but essentially a casino. You have like bars and other such lounges all around you. And in fact, as you kind of look around, you see like a little post that says, like Ogar on it, and it has like, like amusement parks, so they have like those little places where you can like go and grab a map. Yeah, it has like one of those.
Perfect.
Kate, are you trying to talk?
It's Kate.
Check and see your input device again.
He's on
Your
phone.
output.
He's on his phone now.
Ooh.
But
I still
okay, Kate, we cannot hear you.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, it might be a massive Wi-Fi issue.
Okay, Cade.
It's gotta be a Discord
Cade,
setting.
disconnect your Wi-Fi from your phone.
I am a genius.
Or so smart.
I also want you guys to know that I'm really stupid right now because since I was on the phone with him, I had my volume playing out of my monitor instead of my headphones, and I put my headphones on, and it's still coming on my monitor right now, though. So.
Oh.
Anyways,
Okay.
so who's gonna go grab a map of this place?
I'll grab a map.
All right, Havel, you go and you grab a map, and it's pretty much
I would
like
like
a
to-
parchment version of like an amusement park thing to have like the different areas kind of like marked out on different pages.
I've been here before, right?
Yeah, you've
Can
been
y'all
here
hear me?
before.
Wait, I heard you. I heard you.
We heard you.
Y'all heard me?
We heard you.
Yes!
Let's go!
The whole
You
sentence?
probably you must just need to
Yep.
restart your internet or
The
something
whole
like that
sentence.
later.
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
needed me
it's-
here. You didn't
I
need
just
Josiah.
I just disconnected the Wi-Fi from my phone.
Yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
That's a
Caitlin,
nice
you were right.
unfortunately.
Is this your new account, Cade?
Yes.
Choco
Let's
Teddy Graham.
spam him with friend requests.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a bunch of friend requests real quick. Also, I'm gonna
Spam him
you
with
should probably-
love.
I'm gonna like kick his other account from Minecraft and stuff.
Well, he still might use it because if it's on his laptop.
Well, he just put both on the same thing.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he is that. So okay.
I
Cool.
got accepted.
I'm gonna take a gander at this map here.
All right. So as you look around, as you kind of like observe the map, as you
I
look
would like-
around, kind of like you look at this map and you start looking around at the different things, you see like kind of there's like 4 main kind of sectors, so to say, of this tribe. You have like a gambling sector, you have a like tavern, bar, and drinking center. You have just kind of like a entertainment and showroom, and where there's like theaters and other such things center.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you have a and then I'll say you have like a what was the other type of building that I described?
Tavern, showrooms, bars.
Yeah. Okay. Then I guess I'm forgetting. I had a 4th sector, but it's escaping my mind right now.
Is there like?
I'll
is
say
it
just
like
say
a merchant?
miscellaneous. Miscellaneous there.
Is there like craftsmanship and stuff like that?
No,
Magic
looking
stuff,
around, there's like
anything?
no like at least on the map, nothing marked for like goods or craftsmanship or anything such any such things like that.
This was the worst region to come to when trying to build something off of a blueprint.
All right, I would like to brief
Okay,
our
let's-
2 workers.
All right, so as you turn to talk to them, some person that you had forgotten about, that everyone had forgotten about, Isaiah kind of like pokes out from behind Maynard. And this is like, so I'm gonna leave. Seems
Okay.
like y'all
Bye,
figured
Isaiah.
everything out. But before I go, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you very much. It means the most to me. And I hope I'll see you again, and I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Of course.
Where are you off to now?
I don't know. Might go try to find another one of those creatures. It was really fun.
Call us if you get into trouble.
Honestly, guy, you made a negative impression on me. I'm gonna forget you the moment you disappear from view.
That's a little mean, but I'll take it. Anyways, well, I guess if I don't see y'all again, this is the last time. But
Call us if you get into trouble, friend.
will do. Anyways,
Farewell, Isaiah.
bye. And right as he says that, he just like turns his heel and just runs off.
Oh my gosh.
Where did y'all find him?
He had a bounty.
He's such an interesting individual.
Who is this he that you're talking about?
Okay, Tombstone. Does anyone
Ah.
want to? It's sundown, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
going
it's,
to-
it's about midday.
It's a midday. Okay. I
'Cause
have a
y'all-
map here. Is there anything anyone here wants to do before we find a place to rest?
Well, first I want to brief the workers.
Parents.
Workers that what we're gonna do.
The worker
Okay.
parent. Parental
So-
worker.
I will turn back to okay, done huddling. Good news.
Ah, yes.
We've decided what tasks we want you to do.
Oh. Get us. I can do a lot of work, so lay it on us.
2 tasks.
Okay.
Have fun.
That's 1 task, 2 words, Dunar.
You're right.
Fun.
2 tasks to have fun.
Over the course of these 5 days, we will not lift a shovel, rake, or spoon.
Maybe a
Ooh.
spoon.
Maybe a spoon.
What about a fork?
Yeah, I want to eat.
We
But
can
we
always
will
eat
have
with our hands.
no spoons, no forks, no effort. We will relax and give you the best 5 days of your entire life.
Are we sure we want to do that? I could think of a handful of things that would be really useful. You know, have some manual labor for.
Tombstone, they've been working
No
their entire
dragons.
lives.
So you'll. Who's that?
Who
No dragons are
cares?
involved.
That's not my problem.
Just say it some more time.
I'm gonna.
Ethan,
to-
say that one
Colton,
more time.
Colton, you've seen AOT, right? Oh, sorry, Ethan.
No, it's okay.
No,
It
say
wasn't
it.
important.
Yeah, I'll see my camera.
Say it.
It was just
Say
a
it!
side comment.
Say it!
I was gonna say no dragons are involved. It was literally just a side comment.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you should say it louder.
Colton, you've seen AOT, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps people should be
Okay.
Hey, can y'all see
So
my camera?
the Yelena stare. That's what
Oh,
Phelan
God.
does as soon as you start saying that about Thunar's parents.
And so
It
I'll
doesn't
say
matter if you care about them.
from
They
the
are good.
from
they're
the
good
cart
people.
from the cart you'll hear like, "Yes, this is great idea." As Julius kind of pokes his head out.
I
If you
forgot
do
about
not
him.
pick up spoon or fork, I can cook for you all.
There we go. We don't have to cook. We don't have to clean. We don't even have to feed ourselves because Julius is here.
He can admit that he's the one cooking this time.
I guess we should probably introduce Julius to the new people, to our newest companions.
What is this
Hey,
weird?
can y'all see my camera?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Hi, Cade.
Guess what I did? I disconnected from my phone and then I turned on my hotspot and connected computer to hotspot. And
Big brain.
Genius.
Big brain.
You need to
Anyways.
change the account that's on your computer after this, and just.
well, I'm in a new account on my computer.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, so I connected or I made it on the computer. So
Perfect.
To
but now I'm
answer
in my
your
phone
question,
too. So
wait, remind me, what are their names again?
Maynard and
Thuella.
Maynard and Thuella, yeah. Well, Maynard, this is Julius. He is one of our newest companions.
Ah, yes,
He-
this metal man.
Yes, he is. He's a. We don't really know what he is. Magic and metal. That's what we know. He was in a tower of somebody we know that he was a magical guardian there, and well, he came with us when we left.
Julius kind of like waddle over and say like, "Very nice to meet you." As he like puts out his hand. It's like, oh. Maynard grabs it and shakes it, and you hear like a little bit of like the metal creaking as he like grabs the hand and shakes it.
Yes, Julius Maynard, and then Thuella.
And she's like kind of very moderately nods. Nice to meet you. So what are we going to do for 5 days then?
I know what I'm gonna do. How much do you owe this man that you're indebted to? And
Days.
if it's not money, then what is it?
589 days of work.
589.
What for?
Oh well, he paid back my debt of it was about 500 days, and then over time, we had to pay off the food that we ate and other such things, and so that jacked the
So you owed 500 days to someone else.
Yes.
And so he paid the 500 days to someone else. But then you owed him 500 days.
Exactly.
So you just transferred your debt to a different person.
Yes, but he came with the promise of us being able to work our debt off, while the other person could, go to the courts and have us tried and sentenced to death for not being able to pay our debt.
What was your original amount that you owed? Was it the same that you owe now?
Oh, we originally owed 500 days of work, roughly. Estimate, it's hard to transfer from, say, 2 swords to how many days of work it takes to pay for those. So roughly 500 days, and then with other such occurrences and having to pay back the food we ate and other such things and housing, we now sit at 589.
So you're not actually getting to work off your debt. You're just stuck there. He's scamming you.
No. See, because we went down from 620 days to 589 from this last year.
And with that answer, I know what I'm doing with my time.
So at this point, Caro kind of who goes like, well, I know one way we can at least get this 5 days of excruciating work started. As you'll pat whoever's next to it, whoever 2 people are next to him on the shoulder. Let's go to a tavern.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Fantastic idea, Garu. I need a drink.
Tombstone, I would love to share a drink with you.
Let's. Hamilton, right?
Alan, it's been a while.
For the last time, it is Havel. Don't try to say my name.
You got it, boss.
That works. I'll start walking towards the tavern.
I was like, Carl would ask, Havel, where's the nearest tavern?
Oh, let's see. As I start to peruse the map. What direction would you say it's in? East.
Yeah, that sounds like.
If we head east past these stores, there should be a tavern this way. What's it called, Seth?
Shoot, I actually had a name for it. And I can't find it. We'll call it the bottomless keg.
The bottomless keg.
That's impossible.
That's a bold claim for a tavern.
We
A
gotta
bold
see
claim
find
for
the
a
bottom
Thunar.
tombstone.
Maynard says we gotta see if this is correct or not.
That's what I'm saying. I could drink bottomless kegs for breakfast.
All right, I'm gonna start walking that way.
All right.
As
I
you said,
follow.
Unless anyone
May-
speaks differently, I'll assume everyone follows.
Yes.
Yes.
As we're walking, Maynard, you all are more familiar with this area. Are there places of where you can learn more about these sigils I've been hearing about?
Sigils?
Yes.
Kind of like scratch his head. You can learn a lot of them from Grimrock tribe.
Well, yes. We've been there and spoken. I just didn't know. Is that something common across the tribes? These sigils, or is it just more of a Grimrock specific thing?
It's like, as like you're walking past doors, he kind of gestures, and you see a few of them have like sigils kind of carved into like the corners, and other such things, either for protection or to like ward off, like if it's closed, kind of just like keeping people out, and other such things.
I see. Would there be a place of study of any sorts here, or information?
Well, me and Thuel don't really get outside too much, at least if it's outside of work. I wouldn't know.
Okay, fair enough. I understand.
Karu overhearing the conversation. Havel, check your map.
I will after hearing what they say. I will kind of judicially hang my head.
What am I checking for?
Check to see if there's any library or something Phelan's will like.
Let's see. Is there a library?
No.
It looks like there is no library, Phelan. Did you expect to see anything documented here?
Well, I don't know. I'm just these sigils. They're
Gunnar pops up right beside Havel. What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean, Havel.
Havel.
I'm
gonna pull the book of sigils. These sigils, they're just. I'm trying to make sense of them, so I just. It's fine.
You're magic boy.
You were interested in the sigils, Phelan.
Yes, Thunar, I am.
Maybe
one of these sigils I could draw on the tombstone snout, and it'll shut him up.
that would be a good use. I've drawn a sigil.
We are friends. I will not. I'm not going to say it like that to you, Tombstone. I'm sorry.
Friends?
Karu will
Tombstone, I will fireball you right now.
Karu will pipe in.
Thunar. You will.
Thunar, you've drawn a sigil?
Yeah. You guys want to see it?
Huh?
I've drawn a sigil. You want to see my sigil?
Thought you couldn't do magic.
It's not magic. It's sigils.
Thunar might think he's just sketching things.
Okay. Show
I'd
me.
like to see your art,
I can't.
Thunar.
It's at my old house.
Well, why don't you try drawing it again?
What good would it do here?
Just to show us that you can draw it.
You wouldn't prove anything because it's a sigil for my old house. What good
you
with
draw
drawing
it
it on the ground right here? There's nothing to worry about here.
I'm starting to think you can't do it.
In 5 days' time, when we head to what's the other one?
I don't think you can do it, Thunar.
You will see it on the side of my house.
You know what I think, Thunar? I think you might be fibbing.
Are we getting close to the bottomless keg?
You are.
Lunar's a liar.
I'll say
No, Phelan's
doesn't
wrong.
Sure.
In 5 days' time, when we leave here and head past my old house, you will see the most efficient sigil.
I'm gonna open
Ever.
the book up. Seth, I want to find the easiest sigil in here. I'm gonna be like, I bet you couldn't even draw this one.
so. The easiest sigil is literally just a cross.
I'm like, I bet you couldn't draw this and make it do anything.
Ouch. So little faith of Phelan.
I
come to
mean,
my
are you gonna
where-
prove me wrong?
Not
Probably
right
not.
now. We come to my homeland and my, area of tribes, and you just can't handle it. No library.
Look at
You,
Phelan just
you
looks
look like
so
you're getting
dejected.
mad.
Phelan looks so dejected.
I'm
Dunar,
just
I don't
picking
mean
on
to
him.
insult you, but you know what? I'm just trying to get you to draw the damn sigil.
I have.
Phelan,
I'm gonna
Phelan.
be honest. I don't think the tribal lands are good for me, guys.
Phelan, have you ever considered leaving things unlearned?
No. That's how you become stagnant and die.
My
Phelan, what is your obsession with learning things? What do
I
you
like-
lack in
Control.
yourself? Control.
Oh, Havel. Oh, I'm sorry. Havel. I'm gonna stop joking around, Havel. You know what? You don't understand this because you haven't been with us this entire time. Havel, we told you what happened with Sin, correct?
More or less.
You sure?
You killed the man.
Yeah. You know why I killed him?
Fireball.
Yeah, that's how. So I can't control half of what I do.
Explain.
I don't know. I can't really explain much. All I know is that how most people who use magic can control what they do. The Goliaths
Sure.
here use these sigils to focus their magic. Well, you see, me, sometimes it works, and sometimes I cast fireball on a spot on top of me without meaning to.
And your friends.
Exactly.
You did not
Well, I
think. You
don't
didn't
stand
think to tell me about this any time I've stood next to you in the midst of combat.
You look like you can handle yourself, so.
Phelan,
I usually am far enough
I
away from
lean-
everybody
I
that I'm
lean
not going to
over.
hurt anyone.
you have such an insatiable thirst for knowledge, but you can't think to say things.
Well, perhaps not. Perhaps
I
not.
lean
But,
over and I say,
I-
in his defense, he's gotten slightly better.
Oh, that's good to hear, Thunar. I don't mean to insult you, Phelan. I'm just a little shooken.
I understand. You know what? That's a fair point.
By the
You know
fact
what?
that my life has been dangerous by standing next to a companion.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah,
fair.
my friend.
Look, I
You
can
get
control it
reasonable.
to an extent. It usually depends. When I start overexerting myself is usually when it starts to get a little bit less from control.
Perhaps you should work out more.
Well, and to be fair, Sin wasn't standing right next to him when it happened, so you don't really have to be standing right next to him.
No, Sin was indeed standing right next to me when it did happen. That's why Sin was
Oh.
vaporized.
Eitri, don't
Oh.
worry. No matter how far you get away, you're still in danger.
Yeah, so unfortunately, but anyways, I may look like a young, spry young man, but I mean, I'm not the youngest one. I'm over 40 years old, and I've spent all of that time
You're 40.
studying magic.
You're over 40.
Yes,
You're half elf, are you not?
I am. So
I see.
like I said, it doesn't
So you
show
just
as well in me,
Don't
but
age.
So like 10.
I
no,
think
not
that's
elf.
Just elf.
Just not elf. But anyways, but point being, I've spent my entire
20?
life of a couple of decades doing nothing but studying. It took me 15 years to get some ounce of control to where I could use magic at all without almost killing somebody. Or myself, for instance. You know how many times I've teleported myself halfway into a tree?
Have you ever considered just not using magic?
No. If I don't use magic, I can't help anybody with anything.
Who said you had to help people? I don't
I
do
did.
that.
I say
I
you have
did.
to help
I
people.
have to.
I definitely say you have to help people.
That's
why I'm here.
I will. I'm gonna say this quietly, not so that I'm not trying not to let anybody hear. Like I have to.
Doing
You
our
know,
side, help people.
I once heard a wise little green man say one time, you must unlearn what you have learned. And that saying still confuses me to this day, but maybe it means something here.
I thought you were gonna leave it at that, like, and it still confuses me.
Thank you, Mitri.
Uh,
Your
Wise
insightful words has inspired me to keep moving towards the tavern.
Yes. As this conversation kind of comes to a close,
Can I say one more thing?
you can say it as you walk into the or the bottomless pit.
Great. I would like to say a lot of the people here signed up to help because we feel like we should help. And I know we dragged you in later, and you've stuck along, and we appreciate you. But our original goal has always been to help.
Is he talking to me, Thunar?
No, I was talking to Tombstone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that. totally understand the help people thing. Yeah.
Great.
Well,
see,
if you
I'm doing this thing where helping you helps me help you help me help you.
That works for me, and I hold the door open for him.
I'm gonna walk in towards the bar.
All right, and so as you walk in,
something has just crossed Thunar's mind.
What is that? Is this a immediate thing, or is this can wait till later, after I describe the tavern?
That's immediately after you describe the tavern.
All right, so you walk in. It's a very, very busy tower. Not tower, tavern. Yeah, exactly. You're at a tower at this point. Yeah, so it's a very busy tavern. You have pretty much an almost completely full bar, with a spot open, reserved for people to walk up and get drinks. You have a large room of tables on the ground floor, and then you have stairs on the side that go up to this kind of half terrace second floor where there are more tables and people sitting. You have a really large chandelier kind of dropping down, not a fancy chandelier, but a chandelier dropping down from the center of it. In the far corner, you have a band playing music, and there's a lot of people there. It's a pretty nice establishment, not exquisite or fancy or whatever, but it's well kept together and has your typical tavern feel to it as you walk in.
Okay, so Thunar takes a deep breath, smells the lovely tavern air, and gets a look of shock on his face for a moment, turns around to the party and says, "Wait, how are we going to pay for these?"
I can cover it.
No, they don't take money. They take days of work.
Karu kind of well, it's a barter economy,
Yeah,
so maybe
we could give them Maynard and Thuel. That'll cover the tab.
Absolutely
We
not.
could have Maynard and Thuela.
Man, we got a whole 5 days tab. That's got to cover a ton of drinks.
I was suggesting we just give them tools or other such objects.
Julius.
Thunar looks at his person.
Yes.
We
yes,
could
Master
use
Havel.
Julius, and I would like to run this across the rest of the group. We could totally use Julius as a kitchen aid. That we could
yes,
barter
please.
him for a
However
day
I
or
can
two.
be helpful, use me.
I bet he could mix things really good, as a KitchenAid.
I think we could put a whisk on his arm.
the idea, but I don't know if that's a great idea, because
That sounds like negative money.
what's to say that if something happens in there, they don't just start tacking on extra days to pay for the damages, and it just becomes an endless cycle. No offense to you, Julius.
Not at all. You cannot offend me, Master Phelan.
I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? You catch my drift?
I will
catch your
assure you,
drift.
though, I've
Maybe
gotten
he
much
could
better
wait
at
on
my
tables
cooking
or
skills.
something.
That
Did he
might
take
be.
people's orders?
I have an exquisite memory.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Where did I
We
meet
could
you?
try t-
You met me at Isha's Tower and he names the exact date and time.
We could have them train you how to wait tables, just as Ikley said. I do like that idea.
Oh, I
you
can
take
wait.
all
I've
of
done a
our
lot of
orders
waiting
and
in my
remember it?
time.
Would you say, Ike?
Can you take all of our orders and remember it?
Absolutely.
I think he could be the barkeep.
He would probably do a good job at that too.
We could ask. We could ask if that would work. Julius, would you be willing to do that?
Walk up to the bar and order a giant ale.
The Goliath at
follow
the bar is
Tombstone.
just like, he's cleaning a mug or whatever. He's like, "You want the largest ale we have?"
Yeah, this is the bottomless keg, right? I want a bottomless keg.
That's gonna have to open a tab.
Look at me. Do I not look like someone who's faithful to pay his dues?
He just kind of stares at you.
Open me a tab.
Okay. What's the name on that tab?
Name's Tombstone. Pit fighter extraordinaire.
He writes that down.
Fiery Fist Pirates drill sergeant.
Writes a little more down.
Champion of the water peoples.
Slowly writes the more down.
Prison breaker. Enemy of empires. Colossus slayer. Quiplash conqueror. Nearly disintegrated lizard. Master haggler. The negotiator. I could keep doing this all day. I think we'll stop for there.
He just like writes something else down. Just, I got you down. One
Perfect.
large ale coming up.
We go.
Is there a menu
I'll walk
on a
him to the
nearby
barkeep.
table?
Yeah, so like kind of like across the what's it called, the bar. There's like a menu of all the written out drinks and whatever.
And how much do they cost on average?
There are no prices listed.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna follow through the Julius plan. Excuse me,
Probably a good idea.
barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Sunar,
As
think about what
he
you're
has
getting.
like almost essentially a wooden bucket about this tall and like this wide as he just like starts opening up a tap or whatever and like the ale starts flowing. Yeah, what is it?
I'd like to open a tab for me and my friends here.
Okay, what's the name on the tab?
Well, Havel Talum. And,
Okay.
you see, I have a trade deal for you. While we are here at the tavern, while we rent rooms, and while we stay here and rest
Okay.
and drink. You see, we have a friend here named Julius. He's an animatronic friend. Julius, could you introduce yourself?
As he kind of waddles up. Hello. Yes, I am Julius. I am a creation of the Archmage Isha.
You see, Julius here loves to serve and loves to help. My deal to you is we open up a tab. While we stay here, Julius works for you. He can wait tables. He has a remarkable memory.
Indeed, I can remember anything that's happened within my lifetime. He kind of like looks at Julius up and down, looks at you. You want him to work for me?
Yes, for the period of time we remain here.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
Feels like a fair trade to me. I would like to also help him roll persuade, help assist him.
I got a 19.
He doesn't need it.
Roll, you have to say roll, you have advantage because Phelan's helping you.
So roll again
Yeah.
without advantage because I was rolling twice.
Yeah, just roll the second one and roll take dice.
No, it was a 19. We'll go with a 19.
So you got 19 and 19.
No, I got a 17
Okay.
and I got a
gotcha.
19.
So then he kind of looks and it's like, that could work. I'll take that as payment for your tab.
Thank you, friend. Now, could I place an order for just a smooth ale?
Smooth
Nothing
ale.
strong.
Gotcha.
Sunar,
As
what were
he
you
finally
thinking of
like
getting?
tops off this one, sets it off, lifts it up. Once I deliver this to this customer, I'll get you started.
Okay.
As it
I
goes,
turn over my shoulder to. Oh yeah.
slams it on the on the bar next to Tombstone. Largest container I got. As he pushes it toward him.
I assume this bucket is like half the size of me.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'll just stand up on, like, I'll get up on top of the bar next to the thing because I'm not going to be able to pick this up. And I just, like, I stick my snout in and I start gulping.
Gonk, gonk.
I would like to ask, Maynard and Thuella with their getting to drink as well, because they're on our tab for now.
Oh, are you sure?
Can't be that bad. We gave him a robot.
Okay, Thuella,
Little
anything
guy.
you want? And she just kind of shakes her head. Alright, I'll start off with an easy ale.
Same for me. 2 easy ales. Phelan, what do you want?
Balin furiously taking notes in a journal. Anybody who can catch a glimpse, it says Thunar's parents ? And then a bunch of notes have already taken underneath. Slap it real quick. A smooth easy ale, please.
Is it 4 smooth ales?
I was saying the barkeeper's like, okay, and then as he begins to do
Something not too strong. I'm much smaller than my companions.
as he begins to pick up the cups or whatever, Julius turns around. They'll have 4 easy ales.
Thank you, Julius.
Thanks, I heard. Why don't you make some rounds on the 2nd floor, see if anyone needs anyone? Absolutely, as he turns around and waddles off.
Can I walk up to the bar?
Absolutely.
And obviously it's probably taller than my head. And I just want to whisper to the person.
The barkeeper. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would like your strong as well, please.
Do we hear her say this?
No, I'm trying to whisper it.
Yeah, I'm saying
if he says then I'll say it loudly.
Roll a stealth for me, and if anyone's passive beats it, then they'll hear it.
Caitlin, I know what you're doing.
Wait, where's my passive?
It's on the left.
No, you gotta you roll your stuff. We'll figure it out.
You just need to roll stealth.
Yo, is that Julius's character sheet?
It is. I made a character sheet for him. Oh shoot, y'all see
My
this.
boy's smart as frick.
I rolled a 3.
I heard it.
Ikely.
I heard it.
I
How
want to
much
just
do you
keep my
drink?
hood down.
Ikely, you're smaller than me.
I grab the glass and leave.
Yeah, so you try to be stealthy about it, but you try to whisper, but the whisper there's a lot of people, there's a buzz around the entire tavern, and so you have to speak it. You have to make sure you're loud enough for them to hear you, not loud enough to be heard by anyone else, and you kind of messed up a bit.
That's okay.
I would like
too
to
loudly.
take my ale if it has been delivered to me,
Yes.
and go try to find a quiet spot upstairs.
All right.
Just kind of stay away from all the noise. I've gotten frustrated recently.
Sounds good.
A tree. I bet
I'm
there's
sorry.
darts. A tree.
Yes.
I bet there's darts.
Is there darts now?
Looking around, you do see a corner where there's a couple poker tables going, and yeah, you see some darts and then another shuffleboard. I'll say, a game similar to shuffleboard.
I go straight to the darts.
All right. Anything else people want to do as they start this tavern?
Tavern crawl.
Yeah, tavern crawl. God.
Oh Lord. I know I'm just gonna
You
enjoy
see, you look over and Tombstone's finishing his drink, and there's he's halfway leaning over, and his upper torso is down into the bottom of the bucket,
his
sucking
feet
glass.
are barely
My
tiptoeing.
feet are hanging off.
Yeah,
the
That's
edge.
gotta be some sort of con save with
Yeah, I'll have you make a con save. Why not?
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
that much disadvantage. Little boy. I don't know how you drank all that.
17.
17. Okay, then yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
I get out of the bucket. I climb out. I burp. I go. And I look at I yell to the barkeep across, and I go, another.
Fucking goes, grabs the bucket, and then goes to fill it up. Eitri, You go to do darts. Who went with E-Tree to do darts?
I'll go and I'll be like, hey guys, come watch him.
I definitely want to watch.
All right.
Yeah, I want to watch and bring our 2 guests to watch.
Okay.
If
Maynard and
anybody else
Thorella
wants
would
to
not.
watch.
They won't oppose.
Yeah, just watch them. Maybe they can play. They learn how to play.
You know, this might be a good time or a good way for us to get more servants.
As you walk over to the darts, Karu will talk to E-Tree, and it's like, so, you pretty good at darts?
I'd like to say so.
Well, I'm pretty good at throwing knives. Why don't you play me?
And darts or knives?
Is there a
Fair
game
point.
called Knives?
Hope not for Eitree's sake.
In
They both
darts.
involve
In
throwing,
darts.
so-
Let's play a game in darts.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So that's Thunar, 2 guests, Ikley. Who else going with E-Tree and Karu to watch this game go down?
Me.
All right. Very cool.
I like how this is really just it's just determined by how good our rolls are. Whoever wins just rolls the best.
All right. So they head out. They start doing it. Let's see. Briar, what are you up to during all this?
I'm plotting.
Plotting.
I'm sitting alone and I'm thinking to myself.
Find as
one,
empty a table as you can, and you start
Yeah.
scheming.
I might be scoping out a little bit, but I'm thinking, how can I get these people to admit that they are Thunar's parents? And number 2, how can I free them from this horribly immoral situation that they're in? This can't be okay. This man has to want something, right? Can we give it to him? Who knows? Anyway, I'm plotting and I'm thinking some things as Alexandra that I won't share just yet, but
All right.
I'm thinking on them.
Then go plotting. All right. E-Tree.
Yes.
Karu lets you go first. Oh wait. Before sorry.
Alrighty.
Phelan, what are you up to?
I'm just sitting with everyone, I guess. Just kind of chilling. I guess I'll probably watch
Okay.
and sip my ale.
By the way, from upstairs in the balcony in a corner, like next to the balcony, I am also like spectating.
You're
but
just
not,
watching from
like,
afar.
A part of it from afar. I kind of like am viewing the entire tavern and I can see them.
Right. I'll say you find like as you go upstairs, you find kind of like a part of the balcony that not a lot of people have crowded over. So it's kind of it's not quiet-ish, but it's like you have your space.
I kick my boots up on the table.
Yeah. So you
I
pull up
sit
a
back
chair,
and I kinda just
sit
watch.
down. All right. So E-Tree, roll that hit with a dart.
Okay.
I have to pull up my darts rules that I wrote like almost a year ago at this point.
And to hit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna use the restroom while they do the dart thing.
Go right ahead.
That's a 12.
Not the Hearthstone music.
Listen, I just searched up tavern music and this came up.
Sure.
Wait, actually, it's from World of Warcraft. So what'd you get? A 12?
Oh god. My bad.
Yeah. It's the dice's fault.
Oh shoot.
Always the dice fault.
I gave the wrong person the dart. I have to give Karu the dart, not Julius.
I've been nuts.
Julius comes in from nowhere.
You lose.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So he rolls a 21. So as you throw, you kind of, you get like maybe on like the second ring, like a pretty decent shot. Not bad, not good. Just like a good
Yeah.
opening, and then he kind of takes aim and like throws it right at the 60 or whatever.
But see, my strategy is not to start out the best, but to What? Wait, are we playing like a game where you're like tallying the scores, or are we just like trying to see how good we are like throwing it?
Either.
All
So
right,
he-
let's
he
go
lo-
with points.
All right. Yep.
So it's not strictly trying to hit the bullseye. It's trying to hit, to hit points around it.
Right. Although I'll say in this version of darts, I'll say the bullseye is like 100 points or something like that, not 50.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So he hit.
Yep. Roll it.
All right. Second go round. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh.
8.
So you throw it, like almost hits like the outside of the board, but just kind of like scrapes the inside. This Karu kind of like flips another dart, throws it, and then hits like right outside the bullseye.
Oof.
Oh.
All right, and then I'll go again. 16.
Okay, so this time you hit like, you know, a little close to the inside. Probably got like a 40 on that one. 40, 45. As Karu will throw his last dart and pretty much land almost exactly where the last one was, just outside the bullseye. He's like, were you counting points?
Me as like Kate, or me as the character?
That's Karu talking to Itri.
Maybe.
Oh, because I wasn't. Let's call that a warm-up round.
Agreed.
As the, you know, you all grab your darts and you'll go again. All right.
All right.
What is anything anyone else want to do during this, or y'all just enjoying watching this?
I'm finishing my second tankard.
Oh gosh. Roll another
actually.
con save. Jeez. Yeah. What's up?
While this is going on, what are Maynard and Thuella doing?
They'll probably be like hanging out, like kind of either standing or sitting, near Thunar, as they're kind of like make comments like, "Wow, that elf there is pretty good at throwing things."
Oh, interesting. Can I walk over there? I'd like to walk over to where they're at, and I'll walk up to Maynard. I'll be like, "Hey, Maynard, can you come help me grab some more ales for everybody real quick?"
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, great. So, I'll walk with him towards the bar. As we're walking to the bar. So, you're sure that you two and Thunar have zero chances of being related?
Oh, no. No, if you're asking if he's my son, no. The names like this happen all the time in the tribal lands.
Oh, I'm not saying that necessarily. But you wouldn't happen to know a woman named Moella either?
Manila is her name.
Manila. Okay, sorry, Manila.
Yeah. Manila, I guess is proper pronunciation.
Yeah.
Anyways, he kinda goes
Manila.
Like, I haven't met anyone, but that would be. And he kind of goes like, Maynard, Main. Oh, yeah, that checks out. But like I said, things like that happen all the time. You know, when you inherit parts of your parents' names, collisions are bound to happen.
So it's no way at all possible that you all have children at all.
No. I wouldn't say that that they're children. That I have any children.
I'm inciting.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay, roll it. What's up?
Since I'm mostly focused on this exact thing that's going down right now, can I be listening to this conversation?
Sure.
That's a nat 20 insight.
Oh, good. Tell him his thing first. I'll keep talking later.
So as you kind of pull out your you kind of feel him
First
out.
roll of the night, baby. Let's go. Woo!
as you kind of feel him out a bit, it is not so much that he's lying, is that it's almost like he's convinced himself that he has no children.
Good.
Mm.
I would
As
like
in,
to
if he does have one, he's like refusing himself to believe it.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? You know what? Okay, fair enough. Slightly related note. For people who work
Wait.
for your.
One thing. Were you wanting to hop in?
Oh, sorry, Alexander.
Okay, yes, then hop in.
not really gonna talk. So Maynard and Thuel are sitting together, right?
I'm walking with Maynard to the bar.
Yeah, he grabbed Maynard to go and walk to the bar. So you probably would have heard this as they're walking to like the bartender.
Okay, but Thuala wasn't a part of this conversation.
Thuala is not a part of this conversation. No, she's currently
she's over there with
talking
Thunar.
with Thunar.
I wanna cast detect thoughts on him while Phelan's talking to him about this stuff.
Okay. Remind me of the exact things of is there a save required with that?
Yeah, it's a wisdom 14, so I can read the thoughts of certain creatures.
Well, technically the spell says you can read surface level thoughts without the save, but if you want to go deeper, then it's the wisdom save. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
Does it make them hostile towards you or anything? Does detect thoughts do that one?
Notice, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think it forces them to be hostile. It's just
Okay,
more of like they know that you tried to detect their thoughts, and they might be like, "No, it's okay," or "Why did you do that?"
Yeah. So in that case, roll the wisdom throw. I'll go deeper. If he doesn't know, I want to go deeper in his head.
Okay.
Yeah. They know you're probing into its mind unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts.
So.
Okay. So as you kind of probe in, trying to use it, do you get the surface level thoughts, or is it kind of like a one or the other? Is it an and or is it an or?
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. Wait, I'm sorry. When you cast a spell, you can focus. If the creature you choose has you initially learn the surface thoughts. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper. If you probe, then make the wisdom save. If it fails, you gain insight. Okay. If it fails, you gain insight in. If it fails the saving throw, sorry. You gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of his thoughts, so this spell is particularly effective as part of an investigation, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Okay. Very cool. So as you kind of cast this, Briar, its surface level thoughts are that of, like, I just described, like, rejection and, kind of, I don't use the word... Denial. Yeah, that's a great word. Rejection and denial. Rejection of any evidence of this and denial that any of it ever happened. And then as you try to, probe deeper, you feel this kind of mental block come in and kind of shove you out. As mid-conversation with you, Phelan, Maynard go like, ugh, kind of like hold his head a bit. Felt like someone was sniffing my brain.
Oh, that sounds very unpleasant.
that phrase sells it for Phelan.
He says, "Oh, interesting," and he opens his notebook, jumps on a note real quick. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I mean, I guess slightly related, but not really related. A little, just similar. So, for the man that you're indebted to right now, the rich man, I keep forgetting his name, but say if does he only employ or have those who owe him service work for him, or does he make the families of these people work for him as well?
No, well, it kind of goes by a case by case thing. What happened with us is that, well, me and my wife, Thuela, we both tried to start this sort of market here in Ogre, and it didn't work out, and we were both in debt, and so he extended the offer to both of us. But from other people who I've talked to there, it's mainly only extended to those who are in debt. Some work for him but do not live there. They live with their own families as they work off their debt.
So if let's say, for instance, I mean, as you said, you don't, but if you did have children, Do you think that he would try to force them to work with you?
Oh, no. Well, if I had children, no, they would not be forced to work with me.
I see. Okay. And you're sure of that kind of stuff?
No. We can't. No.
No, I'm just trying to make sure of like the type of man we just worked for.
Oh yes. Yeah. I think he's a pretty okay person.
That's understandable. Well, I see. Well, that's good. He treats the two of you well.
Yes.
You
Yes.
seem
He
like
gives us
you seem like kind folk.
nice place to. Oh, thank you. He gives us a nice place to live, some warm food every day.
That's just good. Does he allow you any time for yourself? Any time to yourselves?
Yes, we are allowed time for ourselves, but that time for yourselves is time you're not working, and so.
I see. Fair enough. Well, we can kind of arrive and get some drinks from him, but what kind of work does he have you do?
Oh, mainly tending the farms. Occasionally, if he's paying for something else, he might take us up and go and do work for someone else.
Does that count towards reducing your debt?
Yes,
Still.
yes, it does.
I see. Fair enough. Oh, okay, well. Sorry for probing you with so many questions.
Oh, no. Don't worry, I'm an open book.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm somebody who likes to ask a lot of questions. I'm sure that as you get to know the rest of us, they'll all tell you the same thing, especially Thunar.
Yes, I like that Thunar fellow.
Yeah, he is quite a great man, isn't he? Or well, Goliath, I guess. He's
Yes.
very noble of heart.
Indeed. And then
I smell my name.
and then we'll go back to the dart game. Alright, Eitri, he lets you go first again.
Alrighty. Let's roll this. Come on, 10.
Alright, and so you throw it, hits like the edge of the board again, and you're like, my arms. What's going on with my arm today? As Karu just kind of grabs it, throws it, hits the edge of the bullseye again. Bullseye's very, very small. Eitri, you're up.
Alright, sorry, I was at the sink.
No, you're good.
Let's see. 18.
There you go. So then you grab it and you throw it, and then it hits like in the same kind of score range as what Karu just threw, but not as close to the bullseye.
Yeah.
Yep, and then like Karu kind of like nods his head. He's like, "Oh, impressive." As he'll go up and throw his down and lands about kind of a couple inches to the right of yours. And it's your last.
Okay.
Give another one.
Ah.
6 as you kind of throws off and it kind of clatters off to the side of the board, not hitting it. And it's like, oh. And then Karu go. And then he'll throw it, and then he'll also kind of like skew off and hit something off to the side. It's like, ah. Yes, it was something in the wood as he like stomps the ground. I guess that's a tie. 2 out of 3.
Sounds good. I do say your experience in combat and with knives and all of that does give you a bit of a good hand.
Kind of like shrugs, and I'll say like the entire time, like Eitri, you're throwing like darts like normally, but he's throwing it more like a knife. So he's not doing like the standard kind of dart form. He's doing something a little different, something more familiar to him. And he goes like, yeah, I guess that helps a bit. As Havel, you're sitting there.
Yes.
Just,
I'm sitting there
quietly
kind of like doing this around my drink.
Quietly enjoying your ale, and you're kind of just taking in the atmosphere, watching.
I look a little more relaxed now that
you're kind of mellowed out. You've taken the edge off. You're watching your companions play darts down below. You see, Thunar talking to Maynard and Thuella as Phelan goes and does his thing that just happened. And you're just kind of sitting there, and how would you describe how Havel's feeling right now?
Slightly less tense from earlier. He's kind of leaned back in his chair. I think he's probably taken his feet off the table now.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably had a couple sips of ale. Just kind of slowly mellowing out.
Slowly mellowing out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so then as you're kind of sitting there, this really large Goliath, like I'm talking like massive, not in terms of muscular, just size, sits down at the table next, on the chair next to you, and then like kind of leans over, is like, "How are you doing, buddy?"
I'm okay.
That's good to see. You're here. I saw you sitting here all alone. Thought I'd give you some company.
Appreciate it, but I would rather sit alone for a little while longer.
No, come on. You're at the bottomless keg. You gotta have some fun.
May take some time before I can have fun.
Well, I think you need some more ale. As he kind of gestures to your drink. You barely sipped it.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, come on. Just drink a little more. Drink a little more.
Sir, I implore you to leave me alone.
Oh, what? Can someone not handle their liquor?
Can handle it just fine. I can't handle
Then drink.
stupidity.
Drink.
As I look at him, I take my mug. I stand up. And I douse it in his eyes.
Just splash it.
Yes. I hope this stuns him.
Yeah, it does. As he kind of is shocked by it, and he's like starts wiping.
I'm going to pick him up by the collar.
Uh-huh.
And throw him over the balcony.
Roll a strength check real quick, I guess.
Let's go, Havel. Starting bar fights.
That is a 21.
Yep. So you grab him.
Oh my god!
He's like, oh, what was that for? As you just throw him clean off the balcony. As he falls and comes crashing down onto a table below. Right?
As I dust off my hands, my shoulders.
As one of the people at the table kind of stands up and he's like, what? And then kind of like he's shocked by what's happening. He bumps into someone behind him that spills his ale. And he's like, what was that for? As he tries to throw the mug at the person who just shoved him. The person ducks as it hits a third Goliath square in the face with a mug. As he then goes and tries to, he just goes and reaches for a punch but misses, and like as the guy kind of comes up, he's like, ha! Gets punched in the face. As a small tussle just starts slowly spreading from the point of impact.
Oh, I'm joining the scrap. I'm gonna go beat up some Goliaths.
As Tombstone sees that, he cracks his knuckles and just jumps into the fray.
I would like to go to a secluded corner behind Thunar though.
The band as they play, they kind of
over there and chug my ale behind.
The band as they're playing, they kind of see this happening. They just kind of like shrug and they kind of pick up on a little bit of a jumpier tune as they hear as they see the fight happening. As it begins to spread, the bartender looks like, not again.
I'd like to
do these happen usually?
I would say, Havel, what do you do after seeing this scene slowly start to erupt?
I assume the balcony broke as I threw him over
yes, 100%.
because of his size. I'm gonna sit down where that broke and kind of ding my legs off and look down. Is there someone below me in the fight?
Oh, it's a tangle of people just throwing punches and like getting bumped and moved or punched accidentally.
I'm gonna drop down and try to like
land on top of someone.
Land on top of someone and hit them with the butt of my pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna pistol whip him as I drop down. Basically a plunging attack.
My lord.
16.
16. Yep, that'll hit. As you just kind of jump down and you just kind of bonk someone in the head, like right on top of the head. As they just kind of like, as you land on them, they kind of topple down and then slam onto the ground.
Goliath. As I keep walking toward another one.
Alright, so who is willingly or not joining this fight? I say at this point willingly.
I will get stepped on.
I am staying as far away as I can.
I'm grabbing like Phelan and all of our other short friends like Ikley and just putting them behind me and backing up towards the corner. And Thuella, she's old and fragile.
I'm trying to find the protection sigil really quick. Like
Maynard kind of looks at us like, oh, is this some sort of dance?
No, Maynard, it's a fight.
Oh. As Karu and Itri, you're still in your game. You're still dialed in right now.
Somebody bumps you as you throw it.
Oh, Cade, you're muted. Cade, you're muted.
Oh, dang it. I said if this is not going to upset us one bit, because if anybody walks in front of us while we're still playing, then they're going to have it coming for them.
Alright, I'll say, Tombstone, as you jump into the fray, how do you jump into it? How do you enter this spontaneous bar fight?
Yeah. So I want to find, I don't know. I want to leap, I want to get on top of somebody's shoulders, you know, scramble to the top of one Goliath, and then I'm gonna hop from Goliath head to Goliath head, and I'm just gonna as soon as somebody's they're bucking around, I hit him on the top of the head with a tankard, and then I'll hop to the next guy and grab him around the head and hit him with the tankard.
Gotcha. Just go around bonking. Alright, roll me an acrobatics and then a, I guess, improvised weapon attack. What, is that just is that just straight dex? What is that? I'm not sure.
I don't know how improv weapons work, to be honest.
Then just use unarmed strike. That's
acrobatics. I rolled a 26.
Yep, you definitely just start hopping head between head.
And then I rolled a 23 with an unarmed hit.
And you just start bonking.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with the Goliath. So whenever they fall over, I jump to another one, and as soon as one gets back up, I hop back and
One of them will see this kind of happening as he kind of jumps towards you. He kind of swats at you with your hand. Does a 15 hit?
No, actually. Or actually, no. Yeah, 15 is my AC.
So he kind of swats you as you kind of hits you back toward the bar, as you slam into another Goliath, sparking another fight between there at the bar.
Goodness.
Where's the guy that I threw onto the floor from up top?
He's still laying on this table, he's trying to get up, but then someone will fall on him or whatever, push him back down. They'll get up, and he's all right, back to square one as he tries to get himself back up.
I'm gonna go stand over him.
So you go and
I'm gonna start beating him.
Just wailing into him.
Yeah.
And so you just you stand over them as he kind of sees you. He's like, and he's like, no. As you just start whack.
Basically, I'm going until he is just out. I don't want to kill him, but
I would say a good 3 to 4 whacks in, he's gone.
And then I throw him back on the ground and I stand back up.
And I'll say, does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Then a stray fist kind of swings by your face that almost hits you.
In retaliation, I will kick him in the groin.
Roll it.
Very gracefully. Is that an unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, I'll say an 18 hits.
Okay, so I kicked him in the groin.
You hear a slight little bell noise. I just bing. Kick him square.
And I take him and I go to
shove him over. As he just collapses to the ground.
Yeah.
In pain.
All right, I'm gonna walk towards the kitchen.
All right, you start walking toward the kitchen. I'll say Tombstone as the bar fight kind of moves to the actual bar itself, or whatever. You bump into this guy and he tries to swing at you, but he misses. Hits another guy accidentally. That guy kind of grabs him by the collar, pins him to the bar. The bartender kind of just like puts a drink down at the bar. He grabs it, drinks it real quick, smashes it on the guy's head, and then
Oh my gosh!
throws him off. And
The bartender's in on it.
The bartender just kind of like shrugs, grabs another glass, starts filling it up again.
That's
puts
so
it back
funny.
on the bar as like another tender just kind of another bar
Can I
person.
lean over to Phelan and be like, "Is someone gonna get Julius?"
I'll frantically look for Julius to make sure he's not stuck in the fray somewhere.
So as you look for Julius in the fray, like it has gone crazy, until you hear you kind of tune your ears for Julius's voice and look for him. As you hear, put me down. As you see a Goliath raising him above his head and throwing it to a
Can I get over there? No, can I get over there before he throws him?
You can try.
I would like to run towards the guy to get like near in front of him. I know I'll probably end up getting hit with Julius. As I get closer to him, I would like to put a firebolt in my hand, of course. As I get closer to him, I'd be like, throw him, and I will burn your ass to the ground.
Roll intimidation.
Okay.
Unbeknownst
I've made this flame quite large in my hand.
Unbeknownst to Phelan, I am running right behind him.
That is a 14.
So if that helps on intimidation, a small wizarded Goliath running right behind him.
And so he grabs it, and he goes and he doesn't even regard you almost, as he throws Julius as Julius still is just pretty much just complaining, saying like, "No, put me down."
I'm guessing he throws it at me.
Deck save, please.
A deck save. That's a 16.
16. So you'll duck it in time as Julius goes soaring over your head and into like 3 Goliaths behind you.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to Thunar. I'll be like, "That's it for me." I'm gonna turn to the guy and
I got this, Phelan.
I do it before you even finish. I firebolt him in the face.
Roll the hit.
Bro.
That's a 25.
All right. Roll me on Arcana.
19.
19. So as you cast this, as you kind of wind it up and to throw it at him, as you begin to throw it, you feel like the magic weakening almost a bit as you throw it, and then you do cast it though. It doesn't hit as much as you would expect it normally to hit, and then you kind of using like that arcana of like what just happened. You sense a little bit of magic coming from some area, and you look and you see another what's it called? Sigil. Yeah, it's starting to like kind of glow between blue and red.
I'd like to flip through the book. I'm gonna flip him off, and then walk away behind Thunar. Put Thunar between him and me, and flip to my book real quickly. Can I find that sigil in the book that I have?
Yes.
Or do I recognize it from the book?
I'm about to send it, and I'm gonna send it in general. That is a sigil you see, and it is pretty much an anti-magic symbol or sigil.
Fair enough. I as I walk past Thunar, I'm gonna be like, "There's anti-magic here. Kick his ass."
Thunar.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, we're getting a little internet trouble. Say that again.
Everyone is going crazy for me.
Yeah, me too.
Same here.
I think
it's a Discord thing.
Oh, fine on mine.
Yeah, I'm fine too.
So it's not my issue.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna roll a hit on the guy who threw this.
Do it.
Can it be like, as the smoke clears from my firebolt, that Thunar's fist?
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
Fist, yeah, like it's just a smoke from it. The guy's like, as it just landed clear in his face. As he blows away the smoke, a fist just breaks through the smoke.
There's a 12 hit.
A 12 does hit.
Great.
As it just nails him in the face. As Thunar joins the fight.
A
Eitri,
brawl. This is great.
roll that dart.
All right.
As you and Karu are still kind of.
You know how are his rolls so much better than mine consistently?
It's
probably
called
higher
a
level.
It's called a +11 modifier.
Oh my gosh, mine's only +5. No wonder.
All right, what'd you roll?
21.
Ooh, so you go and you throw it, and it pretty close to the bullseye. As Karu goes, oh, not bad. As he'll go and he'll roll, and he just as he goes, someone bumps him into the back, and he throws it, and it just goes wildly off. Doesn't even hit the board.
Do I see that somebody hit him and that caused it?
I'll say yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell him, hey man, I saw that guy bump you. It's I understand.
And he'll be like, no. A throw's a throw. Once this happened, you can't undo it.
Fair point. And then I'll roll my next one.
All right.
I like how chivalrous this game is going. While tables are being smashed, people's eyes are getting burned by alcohol.
I will say, Karu
Tombstone's
definitely
leaping from head to head.
he got shoved and kind of like, what's going on? He sees a fight, and he sees the guy. He kind of tries to throw a punch at Karu, but he just dodges it. He just knees him in the stomach and kind of kicks him away. And he's like,
I got a 13 on my next one.
13. So you throw it, and it not as close to the bullseye this time, but lands pretty well. As Karu will throw his dart. And yeah, it'll hit about the same place that you hit.
Okay. Do I roll again?
Yep, with your last one, you got 3.
Another 12.
Okay. And he's like, alright, as he kind of squares up to send his dart. And he'll throw, and it'll miss, it'll hit just outside where you just threw yours. And he's like, well then, guess you won.
Good game.
As in he'll put out his hand for a handshake.
I'll shake it vigorously.
We should play this more sometimes. It was fun.
Yeah, perhaps you can teach me a little bit about knives one day.
I'd love to. And you look toward the growing fray. I should probably do something about that.
Perhaps we could just change our target.
And he'll kind of look over at Eitri. And the tiniest of a smirk kind of goes across his face. As he grabs a knife, still in the sheath, kind of flips it, so he'd throw it, backwards, and he just throws as a hilt just kind of lands someone straight in the head. As he bonks him with the hilt, and he's like, I like the way you think.
And then I give a slight smirk on my face, too. Eitri feels this as a really, wholesome bonding moment between us two.
As then Eitri and Karu start bonking.
Yep. I want to do the same thing with darts, but hit people with the handle of the dart, if possible.
Mm-hmm. And so I'll say you kind of throw it one way, and then Karu will be like, oh, that was a good throw, but, and he'll start giving you pointers on how to throw it a little bit more effectively and accurately.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, Tombstone. What you doing now? You're now at the bar.
I'm enjoying this chaos. But as much as this chaos is exciting me, I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna try to slip away without anybody noticing.
All right.
So is there a exit near the bar, back way out?
There is a back way through the kitchen.
Yeah, I'd like to head out through the kitchen.
All right. And so you start heading out through the kitchen. Havel. Are you trying to do so sneakily, like stealthily?
Oh, absolutely.
Alright,
Yeah,
roll,
nobody.
Roll stealth.
With all the chaos, can I have advantage on stealth?
That makes sense.
Because I'm very small.
Go right ahead.
All right. That's still terrible. 9.
Oh no. So you start crawling toward the kitchen. Havel,
Yeah,
you started heading toward the kitchen, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
So you start heading toward the kitchen. What are you trying to do in the kitchen?
I was going to go I was gonna go grab a mug, refill the mug, take like a piece of bread, and I was gonna go upstairs.
Uh-huh.
But I guess during that process, do I see Tombstone?
I'll say that. So you you head toward the kitchen and like there's like some cooks in there like cooking food or whatever. And some people like cleaning dishes and then it's like, is there a fight out there?
Yeah, there is. I don't know how it started. It's getting pretty ugly.
And it's like, well, it seems like we might be getting another visit. Anyways, what do you need?
What are you getting a visit from?
Sort of police force that the chief of the tribe have.
Police force?
They just stop bar fights or like gambling disputes and whatever.
And what happens to foreigners if we're caught in this?
I don't know. I don't think they care. They just try to stop the fight.
I see. Okay. No, yeah, I just came for to grab a thing of ale and some food.
And they'll just kind of like they'll pass you like a piece of bread and ale. It's like, go try not to die, I guess.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate
that.
So
you grab it, and then you turn around, and you see like Tombstone, like
I'm being panthered against the wall, like edging my way toward the back door.
Do we make eye contact?
Oh, 100% you make eye contact.
I'm like looking, staring you straight at you, like as if you don't see me, but I'm like staring in the eyes the whole time.
Tombstone, as I keep walking.
Vamil.
Excuse me?
What?
What did you say?
I said your name.
And my name was what?
Your name is Liva?
Is there like a pot next to me?
Sure.
Is there a cast iron skillet?
Sure.
That just gets like hurled towards Tombstone.
Sure, roll it.
What am I rolling?
It'll be improvised weapon, but I don't remember what that is. I think it just might be like D20 plus Dex. So I guess it's a Dex check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Within a flash, Tombstone. You see him just like kind of take a look around, look at a pan, look at you, and like the next thing you know, the pan is like in front of your face, being thrown at you.
I'm sorry, Tombstone. I'm sorry, Colton.
I'll say make a Constitution saving throw for me real quick.
Yeah. Let's see if I instantly die.
He's also like twice drunk.
Oh, I made a nat 20 on my second Constitution saving throw for the drinking, so I'm fine.
Dude,
that was
nat 20 is just the best possible outcome.
That was
11.
8. Over. So it bangs you on the head, right?
Uh-huh.
You start seeing stars or whatever, and you like, all right, I'm fine. As you try to like start to still. Still try to get out, but like your foot was supposed to go there, and it went way over there. Staggering quite a bit.
Good one. I definitely can't remember your name now, so I'm not even gonna try it.
Where are you off to, Tombstone?
Well, I was gonna go say a couple I'm going outside to look at the moon.
I'm gonna get him a glass of water, hand it to him. Go look at the moon. And I go outside of the kitchen.
I will go outside.
And I'm gonna
look
head
at the moon.
upstairs. I'm gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna sit down where I sat down when I jumped down. But I'm not just jumping down. I'm going to eat my bread and drink my ale as I watch.
So, as you kind of like, as you're like walking toward this fray of a battle is going on all around you, and yeah, and so as you're going, like you just have your air, you're just calmly walking, right? Some person like tries to go and like gets shoved in front of you. You just step back, dodge it, keep walking as you just kind of sidestepping and kind of dodging all these stray fists and bodies being thrown around as you finally make it to your seat. Take a nice seat down, put your mug down, go back to kind of how you're sitting before and take a sip of your ale as you just kind of start to mellow out again as the fight all around you is still kind of roaring.
Yeah. And I'm just spectating now.
Alright.
I'm spectating the fruit of my labor.
I'm
Phelan,
how's the guy who
Ikley, and Briar. What are y'all doing?
how's the guy
You
who
just, I
who
was say
threw
you just saw this random Goliath throw Julius into a crowd, get blasted in the face by a firebolt, and then just like decked by Thunar, just out cold.
Oh, he's out cold?
Oh, he's out cold.
Oh, then I
I'll
just walk back.
decide
I just
whether
walk
to
back.
run away or stay hidden.
Oh, I'm leaving. Like I'm
I
out
just-
of this establishment. at
I
this
just walk back. Is Julius okay?
Julius is like, he's like trying to get up. He's like, I might need some assistance.
Is there a way that I could get to him? Is he like a target right now? Like is
Not
Julius a
really.
target?
He was more seen as something to throw than a target.
Okay, can I walk up to him and try to like get him to just step outside with me?
Yeah, so you can
and
you can
kinda,
get
like,
him up.
lead him outside,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we can just chill out there. Need
Absolutely.
to get the man to safety.
Absolutely. As you're, I'll say
Can I
you
make
are
eye
able.
contact with Phelan and just hold up my thumb and walk out?
So you all kind of make it outside. It's a it's a clear night, super calm outside. You know, you hear like the typical bustling of the city around you, but nothing near as loud or chaotic as the madness that's going on inside this tavern.
Oh yeah.
And as you kind of get out there and take a breather for a bit, you see these like this group of about 4 or 5 Goliaths, like about almost as big as Thunar looking, kind of walk in, and they're kind of wearing like a breastplate emblazoned with like a not a sigil but just like a symbol or whatever. As they walk in and kind of just like, excuse us, as they kind of push past you and walk inside the bar, or right inside the tavern.
Surprised they even saw us.
Yeah, sure, go on in. It's a madhouse in there.
And like, yeah, this happens every now and then. As
Fair
they go
enough.
in and like, they walk in and like someone tries to like sees someone coming in, or like they like brush past someone or bump into someone. They try to punch him. The guy just like catches a fist and just like pins him to the ground immediately. As they start to
Golly.
begin to try to control the situation.
Look at Thunar. I'm gonna assume that's probably the town guard.
Something like that.
Something.
But I didn't know anything about that at all.
Not really, because you didn't doesn't like the tribe you.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Doesn't
I
tribe
feel
you
like
know.
we should probably go find somewhere else to stay.
Yeah. Maybe so.
Havel. As you sit there, kind of sipping your drink, you know, it's been
Legs dangling off the side.
yeah,
of the
legs
balcony.
dangling. Things have been kind of, you know, it's been a few minutes, right? And you see, you know, the same 4 people kind of come in and immediately just start handling the situation, sitting people down. Stop, like if people insist to continue to fight, they're getting a fist. As they slowly handle the situation, kind of crawling towards you.
Who's crawling towards me? The guys.
Yeah, the 4
in
people.
blue?
Yeah,
Guys in blue.
I'll say.
Why are they
each
coming towards me?
I'm gonna say because you're like from where you are in the tavern. It's like spreading from the entrance toward you as they're controlling the fight.
Okay.
Eitri.
Yes.
So you and Carl have been kind of doing your thing. Not too many words have been exchanged recently. As you see the same sight of these people kind of coming in and almost trying to and like stopping the fight slowly.
Okay, I have my arm like about to throw a dart, and then I see them, and I like put it in my pocket, and I
just start whistling as you kind of look around, like you kind of whistle, look around, you know. You kind of turn to where Car would be, and he's gone.
and then I'm like, kind of looking, I'm like,
and you look around,
okay.
you realize like you don't see him.
Yeah, so I start taking steps backward, and try to make it outside.
Yeah, you
like
can
through
make
a
it
window
outside.
or something.
Through a window, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a window. You just want to crawl through a window. Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean, well, they just came through the door, right? So,
yeah.
I kind of want to try to make it out unnoticed.
Okay, yeah. I'll say you could go out the back kitchen way.
Yeah.
Golly.
And so yeah, so you kind of you spot the kitchen exit, and you'll start to head up that way. Everyone outside. You kind of what are y'all doing outside as you sit there? You're just kind of like sitting there waiting for things to die down and everyone else to come out, or?
Pretty much. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind. I don't know. I don't really want to be in the fight this time. I feel like I'm gonna get crushed.
That's fine.
Is there something like nearby we could go do? Maybe, like maybe just look around town or something.
I'd say yeah. There's probably some other places.
I just might be like, hey, Julius, let's take our mind off of things. Let's just go sightseeing.
But I still have to work I still have to work off the tab.
I think they owe us one, so I think we might be okay. You know what? We'll handle that later.
Whatever you say, Madam Ickley.
Okay.
As they'll be like, as you'll hear Karu kind of come up from behind y'all. What happened? Y'all know what happened?
Why don't you take a step inside, and I'm sure you can see what happened.
Oh, I saw what happened. I contributed my own.
Yeah, I'm glad. We did not. Julius was being thrown, so I took him by the hand and we came outside.
Madam Ickley saved me once again.
It was the first time.
You got me out of the tower.
I do recall that being Ickley by herself, yes.
Okay. How do I not remember that? Oh, I wonder. Anyway. Okay.
So
yeah,
Havel.
that's probably gonna be about it for now.
Havel.
Yeah.
So you're as this fight is slowly kind of dying down, right?
Dusting the crumbs
As
off myself.
Yeah,
that I
as
got
you
on
kind of
myself.
dust it until one of the guards kind of like open up this kind of clearing in the center of the tavern, and he'll step out and he'll be like, "All right, who started it this time?" As everyone kind of like looks at each other like, "We don't really know." As the person you initially fought is kind of like being held up by two of his friends with like like a bloody nose and like some tissue paper stuck inside of it, and he's like, "He did," as he points to you, feet dangling off the balcony.
Me? Do I look like I've been in a tussle?
Probably not. You still
I
probably
don't think
have
a
like,
hand
you're,
was
you're,
landed on me.
No, you still look a little gentlemanly.
I got my tie on, my
Yeah.
vest, my jacket. Do I look like I've been in a fight? I've been merely a spectator.
No.
In fact, if I remember correctly, you fell off of this balcony. We were having a discussion.
You threw me off this balcony.
My friend, I would not do that to you. Why would I be so malicious?
I don't remember.
See, you had a little too much to drink, and you came up and decided to converse with me, and you got a little excited. You stood up and you tripped back on your own 2 feet, falling off the balcony, landing on that table.
Roll me deception.
And unfortunately, it seems that the bar had other plans, ideas as to what happened. Deception. 4. It like did the little teeter on 18 and went to 2.
Oh, as the guards just like, uh-huh.
Why would you not believe me? You seem suspicious.
And I'm sure the multiple punches to the face this guy received was from him falling.
You don't think one of the people at the tables got fed up with him breaking the table and ruining a good ale? I saw the whole thing.
Until someone holding him up is like, no, I was watching him the whole fight. He was on that table the entire time, and he came up and punched him.
I haven't left this perch.
And
this has been my nest the whole time. In fact, actually, pardon me. I should be more truthful. I did go refill my ale because I had spilled it trying to help him. I didn't catch him, clearly. So I walked into the kitchen, grabbed an ale and a piece of bread, and came back.
The guard just kind of look at you, stroke his chin. I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Me? Come with you?
Yes. Nope, we're not.
Where are we going?
We're not pressing any charges. We just want to ask some, clear some things up. In fact, we're gonna take your friend over here with us.
Who's my friend?
As he gestured toward the other guy you were fighting.
Sure thing. As I get up, come walking down.
And so then he'll, I'll say everyone else, you see the guards kind of exit as the tavern inside kind of sets itself back up and kind of tries to clean up and go back to normal, things as normal. As,
Seeing Hevel come out.
Yeah, you see, the first 2 guards walk out, and you're like, oh, okay, guess they handled it. And then Havel and this other really big Goliath next to him walk out, followed by the last 2 guards behind them.
How was the spectating, Hevel? I left before everything finished up. It was too chaotic in there.
They're starting to. This Goliath is accusing me of starting the fight when I merely spectated and tried to help him when he fell off of the balcony.
Why do they care who started the fight?
I'm not sure.
You don't. Well, I mean, you've never started fights before. You're not the kind of that's not like you.
I would say I'm more reactionary when it comes to combat, but.
I mean, I don't actually know that he started the fight, right? Like, none of us know that.
I don't think anyone knows that. I think there was just a body
Okay.
that flew off the balcony.
Okay, cool. Just good.
Is it like illegal to start bar fights or something? Like, what's going on?
I'll walk up to the guards. Is he in? Are you guys just assuming that he did it? Because,
well,
I mean,
they said that he did, and we just wanted the chief of this tribe always asks to meet with people who cause large issues like this. Nothing bad has ever happened. He just wants to talk to them.
Well, we've traveled together for quite a while now, and he's never done anything like that before at all. He's quite a mild-tempered man.
Appreciate the testimony, but I mean, law is law. If things go sour, I can tell that to the chief. As you hear kind of from behind you all, like, tell what to the chief? As you all turn around, and you will see this man in character images.
Oh, good lord. He is also dapper, and that makes me so happy.
As he kind of walks up, pretty much exactly like that, arms outstretched with a cane in his hand. As, like, the guards are like, oh, and they, like, kind of do, like, a bow of salute or whatever.
I'll look and, sorry, I don't know what... May I ask who you are?
Oh, no worries. I am Chief Zahn. I am the chief of this tribe.
Oh, pleasure to meet you then.
Yes, what seems to be the issue here? As he speaks towards the, as he says towards the guard. And the guard's like, there was another bar fight here at the Bottomless Keg, and, well, it seems that these two may have started it, and so I was about to bring them to you, like I said, or like you've told us to. Ah, yes. Yes, that's fine. You can leave them here. I'll speak with them. As the guards kind of do another respectful bow and walk away. And you'll look at the two of you. It's like, so who did it? Upon hearing silence from either one of you, it's like, don't worry, I don't bite. I'm just curious. And the other guy's like, he hit me first.
I wouldn't say I hit you. I would say I blinded you.
Blinded? Oh, how'd you do that?
You see, the man started pestering me and got a little violent. So I threw the alcohol in his eyes to get him to move away. And he, being drunk, tripped backwards and fell off the balcony.
Ah, classic move. Classic move. Well, I like to keep things a little cleaner here. Can't have fun if, you're all fighting each other. Unless that is your fun, in which case, go to one of the brawl matches, I guess. But, anyone who starts this, I just like to say, I like none of this to happen here, so I'll let you free this time, but if you cause another one, I might have to do something.
Thank you for your kindness, sir. I won't let it happen again.
Also,
might I add, you look very sharp.
As he kind of
love your tie.
As he kind of pops his jacket a bit, he's like, "Oh, thank you. Looking pretty good yourself."
Oh, fixes his tie. I appreciate that, sir. I do like trying to look as sharp as possible.
As he kind of brushes his hat. Anyways, I don't believe I've gotten your names. You are?
Havel Talum, sir, from Bramark.
Ah, whoa, you're far away from home.
Quite far, yes.
What brings you here?
Oh, Seth, what brings us here?
Bounty. We came to collect the reward for a bounty that we helped solve, or helped complete.
Are you all together?
Yes.
Yes. Is this Thunar's
Yes.
tribe, right?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Somebody had a question.
Who had a question?
Somebody said question. I don't know.
Okay, no
I
one
said
said.
good question, I think.
Oh, I think you said
Okay.
I didn't say question.
Okay.
I don't think.
You're good. I see. So, what bounty did you get?
I don't remember the fellow's name. Was a rich fellow outside of town? Had something that he asked
Mallard.
Yeah, had something that he had somebody was supposed to do for him. The guy that he had doing it wasn't able to complete it, and he asked for our help. So.
I see.
See,
And you look like a half elf.
Oh, that I am.
Huh. I see, and he kind of looks at the party. Sees there's only 3 Goliaths here, as he looks at Thunar, Maynard, and Thuella. And where are you all from?
I am Thunar of Gorak.
I am Maynard of Gorak. And I am Thuella of Gorak.
Gotta be kidding me.
Obviously not parents of
I'm gonna burst a blood vessel.
Phelan rapidly making more notes.
It's like, oh, that's very nice. And
Thunar's parents.
as he goes to the party, and what are you all doing traveling with this nice family? And Maynard,
Well,
I understand the confusion, but unfortunately, he is not my son.
Oh my gosh.
I just met him yesterday. Today.
As
I'm beating my head against a table.
he kind of looks at everyone, just like
I'm behind them, and I'm.
At this point, even Karu's face palming.
Oh my gosh.
And he's just like, okay.
They're in
Y'all-
denial.
You all seem very far from home. What are you all doing here? What brings you to the tribal lands?
Well, we've been companions for a while, actually. We were coming here to visit the tribal lands along with Thunar. He wished to show us his homeland, so we thought we would come for a visit.
Oh, well,
Experience it.
What a very perfect place for you to visit, as he kind of opens up and pulls something in his jacket pocket. Have you gotten a map of the area?
Yes.
Oh, you have? All right. Well, no harming having two, as he offers it to the party.
Can I roll an Arcana?
There are plenty of
To
kiosks around
is this
here.
to roll Arcana on this map?
Sure, roll an Arcana.
Kiosk for?
That's a nat 1, so no, don't worry about it.
It's a map.
It indeed is a map.
Are there any sigils on this map as I look at it?
Nope.
Okay.
Phelan's like, this is very powerful magic right now.
I can't even see the sigils.
While they're having this conversation, Thunar is like, "Hey, you guys are from Gorak too?
Yeah, we didn't know you were from Gorak.
I'm just recently from Gorak."
Oh, yes. Well, that's where I started. That's where I learned how to be a merchant. Was from Gorak, and then I came here when the new tribe was established.
Ah, that's great. I was accepted into Gorak.
Oh, very nice. Very accepted.
Yeah,
What do you mean accepted?
I was living in the middle of nowhere, and then one day I did something awesome, and they let me in.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear you're living in the middle of nowhere, but I'm glad to hear you got accepted.
Oh, thank you.
Could have fixed that, but they didn't. For some reason.
And he says, "Oh, well, thank you very much for visiting. Please stay here as long as you'd like. We have plenty of things to do. In fact, you could probably stay here the rest of your lives, doing all the things we have to do. But
As long as I don't get in a fight, right?
as long as you don't start a fight. If you get in a fight and you didn't start it, well, I can't blame you for that. But if you do like fighting, I do suggest you go to some of the brawl centers we have, where you can watch people fight for an audience, and other such things."
Interesting.
Anyways, my pleasure to meet all of you, and I hope I see you again.
Of course.
And,
Hey, a quick question, actually.
yes.
I noticed while I was in there, we actually stopped by the Grimrock tribe the other day, coming in. I'm unfamiliar with the customs of this land, and so I've only just recently learned of this method of sigils that your people use. I noticed one in the bar that was it seemed to be some sort of anti-magic one. Is that something common that you all use?
Oh, yes, that is something that I began almost enforcing in most establishments. Mostly the ones where fights are typically to take place. Obviously, I can't have it in the brawl centers, because then that'll take away some people's entire gimmick. But yes, I do keep it there to kind of help regulate fights. Can't have a place burning down because someone decided to create a large fire using magic.
That's a very fair point.
Yes. So that is one thing that I require most establishments to have.
I see. Very smart move.
Indeed. Well, as he kind of grabs his hat and tips it to y'all. Hope I'll be seeing you later. As he'll kind of continue on his way, walking and depart.
I want to apologize if any of you got hurt during that time.
I'm gonna point to Julius. He got thrown.
Oh, don't worry, Master Havel, or Master Phelan, and Master Havel. I can't feel pain, so I felt nothing from that.
I'm gonna look at him. I know you can't feel pain, but that doesn't mean it's okay for them to throw you.
Stop. Okay. As soon as you said, "Oh, don't worry, Master Havel," you froze and it went.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I thought that was just
What?
me.
Oh, you guys didn't get anything I said?
Seth froze as soon as he said, "It's okay, Master Phelan."
Oh, I heard what he said. I got everything he said.
Yeah, I heard it
Don't
all.
worry.
So what I said was he can't feel pain.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I know you can't feel pain, Julius, but that doesn't mean it was okay to throw you. All right,
Ah, but you can break.
Havel,
That I can.
Yes, Phelan.
why did you start a fight?
He wanted to.
Angie.
He would not leave me alone. You disrespected me.
But did you have to start a full-out brawl?
He defended himself.
Was not
You
my
threw the guy
intention.
off the. You threw a guy off a
Thank you,
second floor
Briar.
balcony.
Wasn't
I
my
mean, I
intention to start a
understand.
brawl. It's my intention to teach him what not to do.
And what if you had killed him by throwing him to the second floor?
Womp womp.
He would have learned his lesson.
And you would probably be in jail.
It wouldn't have happened again, that's for sure.
Well, technically, the fall would have killed him.
You're
not
helping nothing.
That is true. Good thinking, Eitri.
Good
You're
observation.
doing great tonight.
Look, Phelan. Sometimes I can lose my temper. It's only after things have built up. Only after multiple annoyances have occurred. It's not like I just get angry. You have to understand, there are times where it builds up and piles up, and I get frustrated. There have been multiple things that has frustrated me this trip. Tombstone above any of them.
Speaking of which, where is Tombstone?
He's chilling
he
with
left
y'all.
out the
He's just
back
like
way.
sitting there looking at the moon.
Oh no, I'm out behind the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Do we hear him heaving or retching from his concussion that he obviously has?
I'm not sure Tombstone knows where he is either.
We
I
find
know
him,
he's behind the
Tombstone.
bar.
Why
So
wouldn't Tombstone know where he's at?
If you walk around behind the bar,
Let's go
you
find him.
would find Tombstone, and he's doing something a little bit strange. Probably something you've never seen him do before. He's kneeling, and then his hands are out in front of him,
What?
and he's facing towards the mountain range that you can kind of see in the very far off distance.
Is it the Serratus Mountains?
Yes, that
Um,
would probably be
oh,
it. So I will say
gosh.
Karu would have found him first, and you're just like, well, didn't know you were religious.
Well, I don't know what. I was laying down trying to collect I got hit by a frying pan earlier.
As he kind of like points to his forehead, I can see that.
Why would you be...
Yeah. Who knew those things packed such a punch, you know? Knocked me flat on my face.
Who hit you with a frying pan?
I did.
Yeah,
Were you trying to kill him? Look at the bump on his head!
I seem
Is
to
he
have
dead?
caused a minor annoyance.
Minor. How hard did you hit him with the frying
You know,
pan?
Phelan, I think I
It
can
was a
understand this one.
cast iron skillet. I think it hit him pretty hard.
Oh my god.
I honestly don't know how I'm
Have you
alive.
ever
I've
thrown
taken worse
discus?
hits and died. Or less worse. I've taken
Oh my
less
God.
worse things and died. That was pretty intense.
Oh my god. Havel.
I forget what
I
he
don't-
called me, but he changed my name on me again.
Once again, it was the frying pan that hurt him, not Havel.
It was not.
Supposed to scramble eggs with those.
Okay,
not
you know what?
brains.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Havel.
Yes, Phelan.
So the next time you blow up, what's to say you're not gonna attack the rest of us just because we're there
He didn't say that.
and say the wrong thing? I don't know if I
I'm
don't.
an evil person, Phelan. I don't.
I'm just
attack
saying
people.
I'm just saying this
Kill
because
anybody.
because
He
you
just
see
started a bar brawl.
look at
Phelan,
the knot on your head would kill me if he'd hit me with a frying pan like that.
I can
Okay.
say-
Phelan, you have hurt us before.
Yeah,
I
just like
understand
you can't
it was
control
on
your magic,
accident.
you can't control his temper. And
But I
it's
don't think you
okay,
should be
we
the
have
one to
our
have this
flaws.
conversation.
Gunar's
Can we
chuckling.
just go? Can we
He's
just find
snickering.
somewhere and go to
I'm
bed?
snickering.
I think the tavern's still open. We still have a tab open there.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably not going back in there.
Why is that?
Well, I drank 2 giant buckets of ale, and I definitely ain't paying for it.
You are most definitely
Fuck.
paying for it.
In what?
No, I am not.
Not in money.
You will find something to pay for it in.
Well, since they kind of picked up Julius and threw him, I told Julius he didn't really have to work for a little bit.
Vacation days.
Yeah, they owe him like
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I think it's what you called paid time off.
PTO, yeah. Very good, Julius.
Yes, Julius. Yes,
Aw, how
Julius.
So
sweet.
good with his vocabulary.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Good.
No, I
Well-
got a couple things I gotta take care of before I turn in for the night. So, You guys head on ahead, and I'll meet you tomorrow morning probably.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
I want to apologize about the frying pan. It was uncalled
Oh
for.
no, that was totally justifiable.
Okay. Glad to hear that was justifiable.
I've had hate crimes performed on me before. You know, it's no big deal.
Oh, this was not a hate crime. I don't hate you, Tombstone.
No, I get it. I'm a kobold. We tend to inspire suspicion in most folk.
Well, only thing I'm curious about, and I guess suspicious, what were you doing earlier when we approached?
Just dealing with my concussion.
By becoming religious?
You can roll insight if you want. I'll roll deception against it.
12.
I'm definitely lying, but you don't know that. Where is my deception? 17.
Well, I guess
Karu will be like,
cults have
really?
been started off of brain injuries.
Karu will be like, really? Is that so?
Yes, Karu, that is so.
And so there's no other reason at all that you're doing that.
You know what, Karu? I've had enough of your crap. You come in here, you waddle around with these knives at your belt, swaggering, showing off your high-level skills, dealing 30 damage around my ass. I don't appreciate you coming at me like you're coming at me right now, alright? I'm sure you've got some secrets too you'd like to hold on to. So, back off.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Girl, do it.
This is getting interesting.
I'm absorbing
For
all
real.
of this right now.
What kind of secret are you trading me? Like we're talking like high level intel here.
S tier.
As he'll kind of like go and sit down in front of you. Why not all in?
He's gonna be like, I brush my teeth before I go to bed. What's your secret?
Alright, Karu. Let's play a game. But I only do this on one condition.
And that
Whatever's
is-
shared stays between you and I.
Are we all standing there though?
Yeah. Right now.
You'll kind of look around at everyone else. Sorry, I can't really support that decision. Seeing as though we're all with the same goal in mind, and I doubt any of us are going to be leaving anytime soon, I think it's best if we all know things. About everyone, that is. I'm not asking you to tell us now, I'm not asking you to diverge everything. All I'm asking is that you trust us.
Trust is something a young kobold has in short supply.
And we're willing
And
to
that I'm not sure that I'm there yet.
Then I guess all I'm asking is that you give us a chance.
Let me sleep on it.
How about this?
I'm a little woozy from the alcohol.
Understandable. If it helps to start building that trust, we'll both exchange one thing. We can choose how severe or how little it is. And that stays between us. And I'll show you that at least I believe everyone here, that I can start building that trust with me. And if I'm able to keep that secret, trust can be built, and you can open up to others.
Alright. That sounds fair. How do we want to exchange these secrets?
Kind of thinks. Well, we can either ask everyone to leave or find some other magical means to exchange information.
You guys can have at it. I'm gonna go to bed. You guys already know my secrets, and I just gestured to my face. So like, yeah.
Raylan,
I
it's no
kinda- I don't
secret
know.
that you're handsome.
No, Thunar, the eyes, Thunar.
Oh yes, and they're
Gosh.
very pretty.
Did I ever
I get-
find out about that? Did Havel
I
ever
don't.
find
I
out
don't
about
think.
that?
I don't think
No.
Havel's
Okay,
heard
so
about it yet, no.
so everybody else gets it, but Havel, you
I
know this to
guess-
make.
I guess he is a pretty man.
Oh,
With pretty bright blue eyes.
Oh.
Would Havel know what that means?
Oh, he'd know what that means, but you'd have to look at him and roll like a perception check.
No, that was Thunar.
He said bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
I whispered blue.
Bright blue eyes. I'm gonna roll a perception check and like acrobatics.
I'm gonna. I'll just go up and I'll just look. I'll stand in front of Havel. I'm just gonna.
I got a 13 on my perception.
Okay, well with
I mean,
with like
Do
Phelan
all blue
20.
eyes mean?
No, so it's
This
like,
is
it's like
aqua.
it's a
This is
very
different.
it's a very like specific like aqua blue, which
Shade
most
that
of his
doesn't
eyes
occur.
like if you just kind of like were passing by him, it looked like he just had like blue eyes, but that's it. But as he kind of like sits there and points and like you kind of take time to look and you do see like kind of like on the edge of the iris or whatever like hints of aqua blue kind of coming in and cresting it, and you do notice it.
I see some cerulean in you.
That you do. I can answer
What
your
am
questions
I doing
eventually.
traveling with a cerulean?
We could talk about it some other time, or while these two are having their own.
You can
moments.
talk about it as you go and find a tavern for us to stay in, whether it's
Very
All right,
yours or
interesting
somewhere
frick
to
it.
else.
be involved in
Screw it.
cerulean.
It's not worth this anymore. I'll tell you what I was doing. All right. You peer pressure me into it. Frick. Because I'm drunk. This is the only. Because I'm.
And he has a concussion.
And I have a concussion. Okay. I was praying to the great purple dragon.
The great-
Dragon?
Would I know what the Great Purple Dragon is?
Tombstone
Does anybody
trained
know
for
what the Great Purple Dragon is?
I don't know what the Great Purple Dragon
What?
is.
What's the Great Purple Dragon?
Oh, wow.
The DM doesn't know what the Great Purple Dragon
Wow,
is.
Phelan, you don't know?
What's the Great
And
Purple
that's
Dragon
all
tombstone?
Tombstone says, and he like storms off into the night.
Eitri like busted out laughing when he heard Great Purple Dragon.
God.
He's like
I-
laying down,
I'm
just
just gonna-
bawling.
Honestly,
I have some research to do.
I don't know. Let's go find a tavern. You can ask your
We'll
questions
find that
along the way,
dragon.
and then you start walking.
I turn towards our two guests and say, "Fun night, huh? Yeah, that was a good one. Where can we stay?"
Never a dull moment with you two. Or
Oh,
with
yeah.
with you bunch.
Oh yeah.
Say two. Dang, okay.
Oof, got him.
Counting.
Havel.
Can I get a quick recap on ceruleans? I remember a lot of people don't like ceruleans, right?
I think
They
there's
cause the war
I
sickness.
think they're a lore encyclopedia. I think there's a
Right.
entry in lore encyclopedia.
I'm scrolling through it. I read all through it, but I forget. Except you know I did that, but
Ah.
They-
I'm
they-
not seeing-
They
I'm
were
about
like
to-
the ones.
I'm about to pin it real quickly.
Yeah.
Matter of Havel's information.
What?
Huh?
What is it really? What?
Yes, Tombstone
Yeah, so
worships
they were-
Barney.
Gosh, dude, that's so funny.
So okay, so basically they're a tribe of people in the mountain range near the what is it? Around the sea, found in the Stress Mountains, and it looks like there was a genocide on them.
Yes.
Yes,
afterwards.
they were responsible for the war sickness.
Right, and
That-
everyone. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to be like just like jumping to conclusions. Okay,
Yeah, so
yeah, that's why I said, "What am I doing traveling with cerulean?" Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
so
as like
big
an
racist.
insult. It was a little racist, but it wasn't meant as in like a
A little bit
Yeah,
of
no.
prejudice in there, but wasn't
Confirmed.
like
a little
But that's-
prejudice.
that's
I'm
fine,
from
that's fine.
Brownmark.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You can ask your questions as we walk. Just keep your voice down.
Do not worry. I will not be shouting that I'm friends with Cerulean. That's something I'm not used to saying.
Well,
My
most
friend,
people aren't.
My friend, what is it you're doing in the party? What are your goals here?
What are my goals? To try to
Yes.
figure out how to control my powers.
Right.
It's been my goal for day one. That's
And
why I joined.
where do you come from? It's been my impression that most of you were killed off.
Well, as you can tell, I'm only part cerulean, so
Right. And I thought half elf, but
well, I am half elf. Well, my father was cerulean, but my mother is elven.
so you are not man.
Not technically.
I see.
In all technicalities, I guess, but
You are not a human.
yes, in all technicality. So, but
So how does this affect you, living as a cerulean?
oh,
Under the guise that you're just a simple half elf.
well,
With blue eyes.
I'm lucky enough that I can hide it fairly easily, but
Fairly easily. I did not notice until you pointed it out to me.
exactly. As I've gotten older, it's gotten much easier to much harder to notice.
And don't worry, I'm not upset with you. I'm not going to try to harm you or anything.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
You are my friend. You're fine.
That's good.
The
I
war
appreciate
was
that.
many moons ago.
I
had
appreciate
no effect on me. So yes.
Yes, well, most people do not have the same reaction, so I appreciate that. But I think that my character in itself is enough to show that being a cerulean doesn't mean anything necessarily. So
well, it doesn't mean anything to you. You have a great character, and I do love you, Phelan. However, I would recommend for the current times we live in, don't.
Well, I haven't. I've spent my whole life concealing this, so the only people who know this are, well, my mother, of course, all of you, and well, Aegis, of course, because he mentored me for a long time. So
is your mother still alive?
She is. She is.
I'm curious.
In fact, I hope to visit whenever we come home.
I'm curious what led her to have a child with a cerulean.
Steve's taking notes.
Continue.
That's scary. I'm curious what led her to meet a cerulean and look past it all.
Honestly, I don't really know. We don't talk about Dad that much.
You don't talk about Dad that much. Did he pass or did he leave?
He died. He was killed when I was very young.
Was it due to his race?
Oh, it was my fault actually.
I see now. This is adding up. You want to control it for.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, I didn't kill him. Luckily, that wasn't my fault. But when I was born, these powers that I have, they've kind of passed down through multiple generations of my family. They came through on my father's side, and well, I'm the one with the most ability to control everything that I have. Everybody so far has either had very little power or no control over what power they have. I was born, and whenever my powers manifested, I had a lot more than usual. They also manifested much earlier than normal. My father, his father before him, they manifested in 10 years of age or so, but I was only 5. But well, it wasn't no fireball, but I did destroy part of the house, which might have set fire to the village we were in. And yeah, my father was killed as we tried to escape. My mother had to.
Very sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I was young, so luckily I don't really remember it, but we fled back to my mother's homeland in Innisara, and that's where I've been ever since until I moved to the Jaded Wilds to join this group.
Well, good. It's good to get to know you better, Phelan. I'm sorry that I may have come across rude or a bit harsh when I found out you were cerulean. It was just a shock to me because I didn't know there were many of you left, or if any at all.
No, I completely understand. It's disconcerting for most people, but that's okay. It's all right. I found a group here that seems to not care about what I look like or what type of person I am. So,
I understand.
but
Well,
no.
We can't linger on it for too long. It's best not to.
Agreed. So let's find somewhere to sleep.
Okay.
Quite tired from today.
I see. Well, I'm from Browmark, if you couldn't tell from my accent. That's no
Yes,
secret.
yes, please. I don't think we.
My last name is Talum. So, if that says anything to you.
Would it say anything to me, Seth?
You probably wouldn't.
So-
roll me history actually, because you're.
I'm
pretty
not gonna
learned.
lie. I want to open my notes to Havel, but for some reason it will not let me. It won't let me open the file, and when I try to open it as a text document, it just gives me a bunch of like code.
Read the code.
All right.
Was it in like a Word document?
Yes, it just like
Oh,
won't let
yeah.
me open it, and I can't look back on the Talum lore that I wrote down.
Okay, so 15. Yeah, so you would remember from your readings. You do remember this reading. You don't know too much about it, but the name does. You do recognize it as some, sort of somewhat big family from Browmark.
I can't say for certain that I know exactly what weight your name carries, Havel, but I mean, I it's familiar.
Yeah.
That substance. I apologize. I've done a lot of reading, but most of my reading has pertained to magic and stuff, and I don't usually leave.
It's okay. You have heard of my name, which doesn't surprise me. You see, we are a very wealthy family from Browmark. We come from a lineage of archers. Heroes of Browmark, actually. They what did they do against Seth? They defended.
Yeah. So there's one person. In your
I don't
family,
have the notes.
Yeah, there's one person in your family that who in the war sickness like defended an entire like position like single-handedly.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'll relay that to Phelan.
So like great renown coming from this like lineage of warriors,
like
and archers.
Hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
Like, and in fact, he was one of the first Arid Knights.
I actually have been one of the first Arid Knights in my family. Sprung up from the war. He was an archer, and he defended a sector of what is the city called again? Dang it. Whatever. He defended a position in Browmark from the coming invasion of the Highland Empire. Right, Seth, or was it the
Yeah.
Wow,
and
that's
through that, he was a founding member as an Arid Knight. Right, founding.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't have the notes, so I'm having to like just
All
like
good.
check as I go through.
that's quite impressive.
However, as time went on and our name had renown, my father decided to take this renown and use it to gain wealth as a mercenary company. We basically have a monopoly on every fighting force in Browmark. If you are a mercenary group, if you want to be a mercenary, you essentially sign on with my family to be a mercenary for us. Or if you spring up on your own, you are either forced to become one of ours, or you are dealt with. So
That's
he should not carry that name.
I see.
He is a stain to the name of Talum. And well, you've given me your goal. My goal, with Isha having found me and taken me, my goal is to bring that honor back to the Talum family. Because it is not something we have anymore. And my poor brother wishes to lead an army with my father. He does not understand the weight of that, and he just doesn't get the history.
Well, I'd say you're well on your way to bringing that honor back. Then, by the way, the interactions we've had so far, so I'm glad that you've joined our group at least.
Truly, I did not really want to be in the position I am now. It was forced on me by my father, but that is neither here nor there. Isha is important to me because he is the one who is guiding me out of this hell I live in. He's the one teaching me how to bring honor to the name of my family.
Hopefully we can solve this issue then, and Isha can return, and things can go back.
I
Move
certainly
forward.
hope so. There's a reason I don't touch bows. As I start walking away. This means a lot to Havel, if you can't tell.
Definitely don't.
Okay. I didn't know for sure.
All right. So you will all find a tavern. Nice, cozier place. Much quieter than the Bottomless Keg. This one, I guess, will be called. Let's call it the. Let's call it the Cozy Cottage. How about that?
Oh, that's cute.
The Cozy Cottage?
The Cozy Cottage.
It's an alliteration.
Does Paul Suarez run this tavern by any chance?
I realized it right as I said it. But anyways. Yeah, so we'll call it the Cozy Cottage.
Was everyone there for that conversation, or were they just up ahead of us whispering?
I think it was just me and Phelan, because I probably would not have shared the whole thing to the party.
Yeah, because I thought y'all went up ahead, and we were like, kind of chilling.
It was me and Phelan.
Okay.
Yes.
So you all walk up to the Cozy Cottage. You find yourselves some rooms, and you can. I don't think anyone. I didn't track any health or like spells or anything else that y'all use. So if you need a long rest, you can take one. Is there anything anyone else would like to do as you enter this tavern, and you begin to get ready for the day to end?
I don't have anything I want to do, but I just want to say point of clarification. Tombstone will not return to the inn or whatever you're saying. I'm going to stay out in the wilderness, like kind of just outside town. And for the second night in a row, I will not sleep.
All right. So to exhaustion.
Yep. I'm going to just sit facing the mountain range.
All right.
Talking to Barney.
So.
Yes, Cade. I will be talking to Barney.
Oh, great purple one.
His worship song is like,
We're a happy family.
Oh god.
Dude, no, what if you like seriously were like, and we are a happily and just like took the song like completely serious.
So that's his next inspirational speech, is just reciting the song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please.
Anything else anyone wants to do? All right, then I'll say Karu will walk up to Thunar. Is anyone else with Thunar? Then just.
I am always with Thunar,
I guess not.
but I
If his
can leave if
parents
I
are
need
with
to.
him, then I'm with them.
All right.
I guess
I
I'm
would
there
say,
too.
I would say, yeah. Then I'll say the group of Thunar, Phelan, Briar, and whoever else would like to be there, along with.
When he walks up to Thunar's looking like, if this is 180, he's looking like 210.
Oh, down on.
Yeah,
Kara?
just thinking. No. I mean, just like in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, Thunar.
Yeah.
You have that thing that lets you sniff out people's lies and whatnot, right?
Ah, you mean my nose?
Yeah, sure. Listen, if we ever meet that Zahn guy again, turn on that nose of yours.
That's the town master, right?
Yeah, that's a chief.
The town master?
Yeah.
Chief?
Yeah, the chief. I have no reason to, but something about him just set me off. Didn't feel right.
I agree with you.
I see. I
don't know if
will
we'll ever
keep
see
my
him again.
nostrils clear and smell away the next time we have a conversation with him.
Thank you.
Can I look to Maynard and Dwella? Can either of you guys smell lies?
Lies? I can't smell lies. I have no such nose. But I can smell when people, try to steal.
Oh yeah.
Write that down, Valen. Write that down.
You
Write
can
that down.
sniff out
Write
thieves.
that down.
I can
Yeah,
sniff
yeah.
out thieves. In fact, that's kind of what led me to the getting in massive debt.
You sniffed out a thief?
I did sniff out a thief. I just snuffed out the wrong thief.
Oh.
How'd you do that?
It's a long story.
I try to pickpocket him.
Roll
Does he have anything
stealth.
on him? Okay.
No, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. That's what it is. Roll sleight of hand.
18.
So you try to pickpocket him and you grab a hold of something in his pocket and you pull it out, right? And you're just like, okay, yeah, and you kind of take a look. It's just lint.
Cool.
He's got nothing.
I don't even want anything. I just wanted to know if he'd pick up on it. Okay.
Yes, it's
He didn't.
one of my rare talents that I believe I have.
Are there any thieves in here then?
No, we should be able to. We will be good.
Oh, this guy.
With you sniffing out liars and me sniffing out thieves, nothing will be able to get past us.
Aha! But what about this? This is what you missed.
As she pulls up just a handful of lint. Did you pick that up on our walk here?
It was in your pocket, good sir.
Oh, it was?
As you can tell, because there's nothing else in there, or else I would have gotten that.
But I didn't have anything in my pocket to begin with. As he kind of.
Okay.
Bad thief.
I'm gonna look between both Thunar and Maynard. Are Briar and I the only ones with brains right here?
I have a brain. How else do you think I
I
talk to
also
you?
have a brain.
No, she has lint.
Come on. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
walk.
hold on.
I'm gonna walk over to Thunar. I'm gonna bang my head on Thunar's abs, obviously, because that's about as far as I reach. I'm hitting a wall. I'm like, Thunar.
Yes, they are quite hard. It is like hitting a wall.
Shut up,
I-
Thunar.
I'm gonna take one piece
I'm
of
too
wood
tired for this right now.
Yeah.
and whatever is Maynar, that's his father's name, right? Or is that yeah,
Maynard is his
right?
name.
Hold out your hand. I'd like to challenge you.
Okay.
So give him this coin. Tell him to put it in his pocket.
What is this?
It's a gold coin. It's real money that good systems use.
Oh,
Good.
this is what it looks like now. It's been so long.
Put it in your pocket.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna steal that from you at some point over these 5 days.
Okay.
And I want to see if you can tell when I steal it from you.
I trust my nose.
Well, you didn't sense me stealing the lint in the first place, but I guess it wasn't really yours to begin with, so it couldn't have really been stealing. Whatever. Okay. And you can keep that regardless, so it's not like it's of use to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm done.
About this
That was
time,
me.
Tombstone walks up, looking really, really tired, exhausted, looking a little sluggish.
Wait, I thought you were staying out all night.
I did. This was the next morning, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
it
I
was?
didn't.
This is the next
Is
part.
it?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
then
it was. It was. It
timeline.
was.
It was?
It
No,
was
we
next
haven't
morning.
gone to bed yet.
I didn't think
You
you got to
said
bed
we
yet.
could
Seth,
long
you gave,
rest.
Seth gave us a
Oh,
long
he
rest.
did say long rest. Yep, my bad. I forgot about that.
Didn't even hear that.
I was
forgot
just
about that.
chatting before bed, I guess.
That's what
I
I
mean,
I thought
it
this was
doesn't really
all
matter.
before
That
night.
chat could be either way. It's just
Yeah.
now we'll jump to the morning when Tombstone walks up.
I mean, I liked it. I liked it in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Alright, so what's on the plan for today.
Tombstone, did you
Tombstone?
sleep?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Insight.
Lying.
Yeah, insight.
I
Does he
definitely
have
did not sleep.
bags underneath?
He's not even
Yeah,
rolling
you need to roll.
deception. He's like, nah.
I have disadvantage on all my ability checks right now, so it's like.
Why did you not sleep?
Tombstone. Why didn't you sleep?
We're in. That's complicated.
Can I lean over to Phelan? And I want to say, I'm not particularly sure about how magic works, but is that sleep spell like a 2-use, or like was it the paper's gone now? Like
It's gone.
Oh,
unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
One thing you may notice about Tombstone's posture, and now that he's like really tired and he's like kind of unable to hide it anymore, his like front side never like angles away from the mountains in the distance. Even when he's talking to y'all, he's kind of like always like he's like pointing north all the time.
Wait, what about when he travels with us?
If he's like sitting in the wagon, he's sitting facing the mountain.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
What if we're walking though? Like walking in the city?
It's just like always in his field of vision. He's
So
been
what if
doing
we're
it
walking away from mountains?
for a long time. He's been doing it really subtly, like it's just his head turned or like his body posture, and now it's just like super obvious. Like he's like facing the mountain and he's like not even looking at people he's talking to right now.
Lean. I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna lean to Dunar after you say. He said last night that he was praying to the purple dragon, right?
I don't remember. Ask Julius.
Well. I was gonna say this because I thought he hated dragons. You remember how he acted about that three-headed one, whatever it was, in Isha's tower? There was nothing but hatred. Like, so something's not right here.
Yeah.
Do I hear them?
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
well, I
whispering to Dunar.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, because I don't want Tombstone hearing me say it. So.
Okay. If I did
think he's
hear
too
you,
out
I
of
was
it to
just
hear
going
you.
to address it to Tombstone.
Yeah, no. I'm just putting it to Dunar.
So like I said, what are we doing today? We got
Tombstone.
places to be, right?
You're taking a nap.
Tombstone, can you?
No, I'm fine.
We're over
We could
here.
start another bar fight.
We could
No,
do
we
that.
cannot.
Or
Well,
not.
Tombstone,
If we,
why?
But we shouldn't.
Can you look at me in the eyes, Tombstone?
No.
Honest.
well, if we're looking for
Okay.
things to do
Do
today,
we need to go to that mountain?
Weren't we like traveling the tribal lands for like some sort of purpose? Like,
exactly. Have
Yeah.
We were looking for those ruins.
Break out Thunar's parents.
let's find those,
Chains.
right? Mm-hmm.
Indeed. It seems like we haven't gotten much information from here, so we might have to move on to the next tribe.
Well,
Unless...
I guess we didn't really necessarily search.
And it looks toward Havel. Unless you know anything.
Oh, about?
The ruins we're trying to find.
What would I?
You cut out, buddy. You are
He
now
froze for me?
Yeah.
frozen.
He
So
big
frozen for
frozen.
Yeah, he big froze.
Her.
They both said the same thing.
That's what it looks like on my screen too.
Oh gosh.
Does
I
he
can't.
know
Yeah,
anything?
I've just lost him now.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, there he is.
It's up. No, it's the same thing as Cade's.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're both loading.
Where's
for me
Cade?
now.
Kate's gone.
It is
too.
also frozen.
You know, maybe.
Dude, what's with the Discord outages?
I'm on my phone. It was fine for me.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
anymore.
Seth is frozen.
I'm frozen.
So
No, you're
Oh, wait, never
frozen.
mind.
You were the one
Never mind.
frozen.
Still.
Sorry. No,
Okay.
Well,
okay,
he
I'm
was,
back.
Alright,
he was
we can hear you now,
incredibly still.
Ethan.
It's like he
I'm back.
wasn't moving at all.
Okay, everyone's back.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it was fine for me the whole time, but I just left in the hopes to fix it.
Lies.
So it was fine for me, but I did discover the ruins, right? And I
Yes.
got just like a tiny bit of information on them.
Yes.
What was that information?
So, you found the ruins, and the information you had was that it was like this ancient city that was essentially buried for like who knows how long, and it was recently just rediscovered.
Right. And he's asking for where it is or what it is.
Right now, y'all are just trying to get either information, more information, or whatever, because Epsilon sent you here for some reason.
Right. Well, I know where it is, right?
You could probably re-find it pretty easily.
I'm sure I could find my way back to it. It's just it's a ruins of a city that's basically been buried for a long time.
What general
I-
direction is it?
Can I remember that, or do I
Yeah,
have
it
to roll for
would
that?
be toward Gorak.
I would say it is toward Gorak. I don't believe it lies within the city, though. I don't believe it lies within the tribe.
That's perfect.
Well then, let's get walking.
Can I bonk him on the head? Oh my god.
He's been bonked on the head so many times.
That
Yeah,
might
I'd
be
advise
why
you.
he's
I'd
crazy.
advise,
That might
I'd
be
advise
the
you
issue.
not. That might be, a little.
They
Like,
said
kill
you're
him.
not supposed to
Wake
fall
up
asleep
and
after
welcome.
having a head
think
trauma.
it's-
So
I think
yeah.
Tombstone, it's been enough time. You should be able to sleep.
Well, I could have died, so I didn't want to.
I get that.
You're
When you
fine
just
now.
come back as a tombstone.
Yeah, he's immortal.
Yeah.
Can I insight that? Yeah.
That's
Natural
freaking
20.
hilarious.
That may not be entirely how it works.
Oh.
Tombstone, can you just die and come back? Is that entirely how it works, or is there something else? That didn't really exude confidence.
You haven't seen my returns yet, have you?
I have not.
Then you don't even know what you're talking about. They've
Where
all
do
seen it.
you return?
Ah, you mean when you come back and forget everything?
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Where do you?
It's been a while. I need a good death. I probably need to die again so I can replace this tail.
I think the last time it was whenever we were by the Arid Order, wasn't it? When you climbed out of your tombstone. Isn't that how it happened?
Yeah. That guy Pollock killed me.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that. That was.
Yeah, we were sparring and the man just clubbed me. His spirit guardian shredded my body into tiny microfibers.
I have
It
heard a
was,
lot about this Pollock, and now he's killed you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was all in good fun though.
Car's
I
but
see.
don't worry about it too much.
I'd like to know more about this Pollock someday. In fact, I'd like to meet him someday. But I just don't believe you on how you come back, Tombstone.
Hopefully you don't have
just
to see
always
it,
coming back.
But
I'd like to
Well,
see
yeah.
it.
I mean, yeah. That's all I have to say about that at the moment.
I won't pry. I don't think you can think straight anyways right now.
anyways,
Straight.
I say we head toward
calling
wherever
me gay?
you remember these ruins to be.
The
Havel.
Quiplash queer. That's not that. Howell didn't say that.
Sure he did.
I agree with you, Karu.
But what about our fun with Maynor and Thruella?
They
Yeah,
can
come
come.
with us.
We have
Thunar,
5 days.
Then we have to be back in 4 days.
Thunar, as much as I want to
Thunar.
have be able to spend time with them as much as I really want to. We do have a job we have to do.
Can we be back within 5 days?
Yeah, I think so. And so what?
Probably.
What if we?
You're going home.
Maynard, who's
Do we have-
eating breakfast at the. He's like, mm-hmm. As he looks over.
We're gonna
We're
go
going
by
to-
Gorak.
He's like, oh. Can I do that? Can we do that?
You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
rented to me. Yes, you can do anything.
Makes sense.
Do we have to bring him back? He is enslaved, is he not?
We'd rather not cause problems with the richest man in the area.
Who gives a
He-
frick?
He's
Seems
working
slimy.
off a debt.
He seems slimy.
I agree. I don't
Right.
like him
What's your
either.
question?
They've eaten our food, therefore don't they owe us more days? How does this work? This is confusing me. Horribly. There's gotta be some deal we can work out with this dude.
We probably can. We
convince
probably
him.
can. But we probably can. We'll just have to work on that when we come back. But yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, Havel. I don't
Murder's
like him.
always the easiest option.
Yes, but
That
I
is
don't want to
not
have
an
to deal with.
option.
I don't want to have to deal with the aftermath of that. He's slimy and sleazy, and I definitely think that there's some shady stuff going on.
And
Okay,
he's
no
a
matter how
dude.
good anybody talks about it,
At least his life is short.
that's fair. He is a human.
I'm sorry.
No-
did you
no
say
offense,
something,
Havel.
Phelan?
Oh,
About what?
forgot.
Okay then.
Huh?
Huh?
What was just said?
All right, everyone, get in the cart.
Julius?
Tombstone, you can
Oh,
you can
wow.
lie down if you want. Yes,
no.
Master Havel.
No, I'm good.
We're heading out. Coming with
Absolutely,
us? You might need to
absolutely.
help Tombstone in the cart.
I can definitely do that. As he goes to he reaches to pick up Tombstone.
It's it. No, stop. Don't you dare pick me up. I swear
okay,
to.
Master Tombstone.
I swear to the dragon, if you pick me up, the next thing you'll know, you'll be in pieces.
Turns to
Cast sleep on him.
turns to Havel. Master Havel, it seems I'm being threatened if I pick up Master Tombstone.
Yeah.
I start walking like slowly to the cart.
I guess you don't have to follow that order.
Okay.
I climb into the cart while everybody else is talking about this.
What's up?
Would casting sleep on him do anything for his health?
I have 55 hit points.
So
I
you'd have-
mean, like your well-being, your mental health. I don't mean your health.
No,
health.
sleep
I
is
would-
based off of hit points.
I'm at
No,
44 out of
I
55
would say
hit
if
points.
you
Sleep just
if
puts
you
them
casted
unconscious,
health,
doesn't do
I would
anything.
remove a exhaustion point.
I don't think I have. I have mending, and that's
Aw.
not.
That's
even
not gonna put him to
what-
sleep.
That's not even. Yeah, because all I have is.
Yeah, no, sleep is
We can
based off
command
of
him to sleep.
Wait, how
or
much-
we
Sleep
how
can
much-
doesn't do
suggest him.
anything with hit points.
sleep is based off of hit points.
It doesn't.
Sleep
No,
is based
no,
off of
it
hit
based
is.
points.
based on their hit points. It's whether they go to
Yes.
sleep or
How
not.
many
But
hit
I
points?
can roll a certain.
He has
amount.
55.
Oh, you have to roll and then see if you
Yeah,
get
you
it.
have to
roll
beat
Roll
Roll
a
5d8
number
and
of
get
hit
higher than that.
points.
Which is only 40.
See
Since
what y'all
he's
are
sleepy, could I like cast suggestion on him and just be like sleep? I mean,
Take
is
a
that
nap.
even an option?
Nap
That's
time.
He would have
actually- that would
disadvantage.
work.
Yeah.
He would have disadvantage.
I'd have
Good.
disadvantage on resisting it.
Yeah, because
I don't
it's a
think it's
wisdom of
actually. It's
14,
not.
but he's
It's just
not
ability
saves, it's
checks,
ability
not
checks,
saves.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay, so I could do
Not
that.
yet. Oh no.
But I could do that though.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll cast suggestion and be like sleep. Or
Okay, what's the save?
it just says wisdom 14 underneath it. But
Okay.
I didn't know if it was gonna work unless you were like super
Oh.
tight. I don't know.
7.
Aha! Sleep.
I go. That's a great idea.
Function.
We did it, guys.
Hey, are we about to end for the night?
I'll say as Karu kind of goes into the cart, sees Tombstone just sleeping like in one side of the. He's like, As he tries to like shove Tombstone to the side to make room for everyone else. And as you all pile into the cart, who's gonna drive? Who's gonna, I guess, steer or handle the?
Does Eitri want to?
Eitri.
Wait.
I think Eitri should want
You
to.
wanna
That's a great idea.
You wanna ride the giant horse on your way out?
Hey.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Possibly.
All right, then you got it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Perhaps.
My old house is on the way home, Eitri. On the way to Gorak. You want to stop by?
Perhaps.
Eitri will make that decision.
He won't let us know when he does or not either.
We'll just show up there.
All right.
It's the wrong house because he has no clue
And
where he's going.
as Eitri kind of gets the rolling into motion,
Oh,
and you
God.
start.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, roll animal handling.
Oh no. That's a 9.
It's a little juddery start.
I would be helping him, like directing him where to go.
Yeah. Okay, then roll with advantage then, because you're helping him.
Advantage?
You've
Roll again, yeah.
ridden these. Okay.
17.
Yeah, so then
Oh,
you
good.
start going and you take off and you head out of and you start making your way through the streets of Ogar to head toward, and at that point, that is where we're in tonight's session. Josiah, was there anything you want to do before the end? Because I know you mentioned that. You said, "Are we ending here?"
Oh no! I just was asking that just because
Okay.
I've had to pee for the past like 30 minutes. I just wanted to make sure.
Because we'll end the session.
Nope, you can't.
Can I direct Cade to my old house?
Yes, that'll be next session though. That'll be next week.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna see my sigil.
All right.
I'm so angry at this dude.
Guys, this was